John here with a emergency episode of Nerdy Live because my God, did something happen that I thought I would never see. Just a Robot, a known art commentary YouTuber, has decided to throw his hat in the ring in what would this drama called Sydney Bear. From what I understand of this drama, it is a 21-year-old woman who inappropriately sent not safe for work images to 14-year-olds in Discord. Needless to say, that's a kind of a bad thing to do. Wouldn't you agree, British Runner?
Yeah, I would definitely agree with that.
Yeah, kind of on the bad scale, you know. Also, too, a lot of their, apparently, like the whole logs of Sydney Bear and this miner's interactions are available to the public. Some would say they quantify as grooming, correct?
I would say so. Yeah.
You would say so. You would say so in your expert opinion.
Oh yes, definitely.
Yeah.
From what I've seen, it is very, very weird.
Weird indeed. Yes. Very, very weird. Yeah. Very inappropriate.
Weird to be sending that. Weird to be sending that shit to like what you know is like a minor. Like
yeah. Like, and it's like, you know, it's one thing if you you know, it's kind of weird if you have like an online friend who's like significantly younger than you, like they're like a child, you know.
Yeah,
it's another thing when it's just like, oh yeah, look at this, like not safe for work stuff, you know.
Oh yeah.
Right. Yeah. So here we have Just a Robot throwing his hat in the ring. Let's see let's because like apparently like this is a video he released like yesterday and he's already taken it down. So this is a saved copy that British Runner thankfully pointed me towards. And let's watch this, shall we? Warning. The video discusses the following: grooming, sexual assault, gore, non-con, sexual harassment. Viewer discretion is advised. Oh, I thought you know this would be a perfect video to show to like all the kids in like a preschool.
Yeah.
I was going to make a video talking about a recent document that was released about me, but the situation has gotten much more serious as I realize the damage that I've caused.
Another person in the ArtCC has been outed as a bad person. Gee, that's surprisingly new. In other news, there's gonna be a sunrise.
Why is it always a fucking art commentary people by the way? Like,
I just find his tone to be very like weird here. Like, you know, the tone of his voice is like, ah, yes, we finally got another one of these sort of things.
Condescending.
Yeah, like yeah, it doesn't, like, I wouldn't say condescending, I'd just say it's something he doesn't believe in, you know? Like, you could just tell that he doesn't stand with the rest of the commentary community with this, with their stance on this.
Well, it's just like art commentary people or people from like the art rant community are so fucking weird, dude.
I didn't really think that Just a Robot was part of the art community. I thought it was more of like part of the skeptic community.
Well, he's like that. He is like the in between. Like, you ever seen like a chart, like what's a chart where it's like they're intersecting parts of the chart. He's that. He's got a little bit of, like, back when the skeptics were popular, he had a little bit of them. He had the art commentary people. The guy, I used to be a fan of his back in the day. But
I never really.
Dude's just been weird for the past couple of years.
I've known of him since Gamergate, but I've never really watched any of his videos, really.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I've probably seen a couple, but like, I just don't know. I can't remember the last time I saw a video from this guy. Like, I mean, he's blitzed his channel since then, so.
Yeah.
Like, I can't see any of the videos that I would have watched if, like...
Yeah, because his original channel got demonetized.
Yeah, like, I probably would have just watched him, probably... If I was to have watched him, it would have Gamergate.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, let's continue seeing what revelations, what sort of points, excellent points he'll bring in this video.
Tomorrow morning. That being said, this situation might not be as cut and dry as you once thought. Unlike everyone else who rushed out their video on
a shade of gray, maybe. Mm-hmm.
Cinny, I actually reached out to her, and she agreed to do an interview with me.
Oh no! Speaking of. Oh no! Oh no! Guys, should we spoil? Should we spoil ahead of time, British Runner? Should we spoil what the?
I think we should just let it play out.
Yeah. Okay. Well, either way, let me get the Just a Robot.
It would be more impactful.
Yeah. This big oof, my guy. Biggest oof.
Just like with the Pyrocynical drama, the Spoctor drama from 2016, and the Hopeless Peaches drama, there is something about the...
Except, guys, here's the thing. The biggest argument for someone like Pyrocynical was that even though he was inappropriate with a minor in DMs, on his end, he claims that he did not know that was a minor. Sydney Bear knew full and well that the person she was sending inappropriate messages, inappropriate art to, was indeed a minor. There was no defense there. And she is a 21-year-old. That is legally, not just legally, physically, it's an adult. The Spoctor drama he's mentioning here, Spoctor was 16 and he was inappropriately messaging 13 and 14-year-olds. While, yes, the messages are inappropriate, these are also messages between children. Again, Sydney Bear is 21, a year younger than me.
Sydney Bear situation that didn't feel right. I'll give you two options. You can take the blue pill and just believe the mainstream opinion about Cinny, or you can take the red pill, and I can show you just how—
Dude, the fact that he fucking frames it like that. Be red pilled and fucking learn the truth. Like, bruh.
deep this rabbit hole goes.
Oh god.
Before I begin,
that intro.
That's like, that gives like 2012 Newground vibes, you know?
Oh my god, man.
I would like to make some disclaimers regarding this video. Number 1. One of the subjects involved in this video goes by a different name than they used to, due to identifying under a different name and gender. If you know the user by the name of Birdie within the animation meme community from years ago, a drama I actually made reference to in my last video, which I to this day do not know anything about, then you should know they now go by he, it pronouns, and they have changed their name to Jack. This is the ArtCC. Half the people in it are trans. When talking about their drama, I will refer to—
Like Hopeless Peaches goes by a different name now.
Oh, what's she go by?
Oh, well, he.
He.
I don't know. I just know they go by
I
he,
just
him
assumed.
pronouns now.
I just assumed because of Peaches, it's normally like a feminine name.
Well, that's that's what Peaches used to be. Peaches used to be like an asexual woman, but now I guess they're.
Okay.
I don't know, man. People are weird in this art commentary community, man. I'm so glad I never fucking got involved with these people.
To it as Birdie, but for the rest of the video, I will call him Jack as that is what he prefers to be called. Second, please give what you can to help save my friend's family restaurant. A link to the GoFundMe will be down below.
Your most controversial video, and you're just like, here guys, here's my IRL shit you can fucking make fun of. Oh no, that's bad. That's bad.
Oh, I know it doesn't seem like the time for it, but I promised my friend I would shout it out in every single video until we raise the money for it. And number 3, some of the stuff you may hear me talk about in this video will be a bit troubling to some, but I am going to keep my wording simple and brief and show evidence that will be highly censored. Now, you might have heard of the Birdie drama, back when they were bashed by the ArtCC for seemingly no reason. After all of that drama, they became best friends with Cinny Barrow.
Does this remind you of a robot?
No, well, obviously, but like, it reminds me of Armored Skeptic.
Yeah, I can see. Well, I mean, like, if you weren't showing your face in the skeptic community at the time, you definitely had like a rant Sona, as they called them.
Oh yeah. I mean, I definitely am. I guess you could call me the Dead Space Skeptic right now.
The Dead Space Skeptic, yeah.
Because of my avatar. It does remind me of Armored Skeptic, my avatar.
3, who I will just be referring to as Cinny for the duration of this video. They moved in together around 10 months ago, but unfortunately their friendship didn't last. Last time I heard about 2 ArtCC people moving in together, it was Kai and Omnia, and yeah, we all know how that turned out. ArtCC people just don't move in with one another, it never turns out great. As for how I first learned about Cinny Barrow 3, I first discovered Cinny through her video on Spocter. Other than that, I just saw her video on Lio and Peaches, along with the first few minutes of her video on Deadwing Dork. Ironically, Cinny brought up that she was moving in with Jack at the very end of her Spocter video.
I'm moving out soon. My original plan was to move out in January, but things have changed. I'm going cross-country to pick up my friend, so that we can roommate together. They've been an online friend for a long time, and they've been dealing with a really unsafe living situation for a while now, so
It's always a bad idea to move in with online friends. Always a bad idea.
Right. I mean, we learned that from the Z House, so, you know.
Yeah. Dude, fucking content houses are always a fucking terrible idea.
Oh, yeah.
I want to go get him.
I can remember with the KSI content house, like with Deji.
The Sidemen
like he would never
stay together.
Like the thing was with Deji though was like he lived there rent free, and he just wouldn't even do the necessities like clean up after himself and all that stuff. So you can imagine having that sort of mentality with like 5 different people. Like never cleaning up after themselves.
Yeah, because
like,
these are commentary people. You know they're not hygienic. you know.
Yeah.
You know they smell like an anime convention.
I mean, I can imagine like you know, like they're working like 18 hours a day making videos and all that stuff. So they haven't really, you know, thought about like cleaning up after themselves. Like it must be like Asmongold's like house.
Oh, God. Anyway.
My family has been really adamant about me not doing this, though. They already hated the idea of me moving out so soon, but they hate my roommate even more.
When I heard this, I thought nothing of it.
I understand they're worried for my safety, but the way they've gone about being worried has been really stressful. I need to go on this road trip, I need to help my friend, and I need to make my own decisions. I need to get out of this house.
Remember all of this stuff about Cindy's parents not being okay with her moving in with Jack, because it will become important later. As they were living with one another, someone made a document accusing Cindy of doing very bad things with minors. Jack called Cindy out for this, it made a video, the video absolutely blew up, and tons of people also made videos on Cindy. I, along with many other people, wouldn't have learned about this situation for a lot longer if Jack didn't make its video. There are 2 docs that compiled all the evidence of what
I feel like that's somewhat I'm sorry. Excuse me, I know there's an actual point trying to be made here, but like, is that not degrading to want to be referred to as it? I feel like that's slightly dehumanizing.
I would say that's dehumanizing, yeah.
Yeah, it's just like, oh yeah, it's opinion.
Yeah.
Jesus, say no more than they're nuts. Yeah, they are. Yeah, they really are, Reese. But Reese, to catch you up on this. Okay, so Sydney is an art commentary channel. They sent very inappropriate messages to minors, both talking inappropriately to them and sending them not safe for work images, and worst of all, they knew that this person was a minor. In fact, Sydney was 21 and the minor in question was 14. That's a pretty large age gap.
what Cindy did. The first one has 111 pages.
It's 111 pages long! You're kidding me! You're kidding me!
Sure, it's long, but it's mostly just screenshots. The most severe allegation in this document was that Cindy was grooming a 14-year-old by sending them inappropriate pictures. Unfortunately, the doc is so long that most people didn't look at it in its entirety, and if they did, they didn't look at it very carefully. Now, some of you may be asking, how old was Cindy when this all happened? Was she 16 when she was talking to the 14-year-old? Or 17? Nope, she was 20, about to turn 21. Like her birthday was right around the corner. The 14-year-old also made their own doc. And
what point's irrelevant?
Like the age of Cindy, like she's still
well,
like
it's relevant in the fact that she's very, very clearly an adult. That's the point.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. Like, it's like, what point is he trying to make in defense of her? If like she's in
listen, British,
communication.
we're not big brained. Like we're not big brained. Like just a robot is. Let him explain his point to us simpletons. So that way, you know.
Okay, I will let this man cook.
Let him cook, chat. Let him cook.
And it's, oh god, 188 pages long.
188 pages? No!
I mean, it could be worse. It could be 14 pages.
1,400 pages? No!
But it's almost entirely just made up of screenshots, so it's not as long as it may seem at first. Now, some of you might say that these screenshots are out of context, or maybe the messages are fake. After all, Discord is one of the easiest websites to use to fake messages. I mean, it's happened to me before, so it might have happened to Cindy. But the thing is, those allegations aren't just allegations anymore because Cindy admitted to it.
I've been an irresponsible content creator, and I've been acting inappropriately towards my fans. This alone is enough for me to realize I need to make sweeping changes to how I conduct myself and how I interact with my fans. But the most serious thing I've done is I've groomed a minor. I became friends with a 14-year-old after I made a mental note to myself to not become friends with minors again.
Why do you need to make a mental note
Again?
to not make friends with them again? Again?
Yeah, like again?
What was the first scenario?
Like what was the first one when you got with a 10-year-old? Like what's the...
Like,
no.
I don't need to make a mental note to myself not to be friends with a 14-year-old. That just naturally happens.
Yeah, that is just a natural thing. Like, oh my god, dude! Like, that case closed. I'd say that's case closed right there. She admitted
case
to
closed.
it.
Yeah, I don't see what you can defend here.
And I overshared with them. I shared graphic, explicit materials with them when I shouldn't have. I groomed this child, and I knew what I was doing was wrong. And I betrayed everyone who looked up to me. I betrayed my friends.
This is in his video as well. Like, he's defending this girl, and this is in his video. Like,
she admits right there of sending explicit images. Granted, I don't think any of them were of herself, but of inappropriate art she has drawn or inappropriate art she found.
I know I just watched Chad Logic stream, but I can't remember all of this video. But I'm gonna assume he's gonna say like try to play it off as like, oh well, she was wrong, guys. She was wrong.
Well, I'm sure it's gonna be like, guys, she's wrong, but like, should we be that mean to her?
Like, you know, like he's gonna do the whole thing where George Not Found kind of like apologized to Katie Bugs, and everyone was like, bro, she fucked you over, man. Like,
well, that was a situation where someone actually fucked her over. She like, yeah. Would she? We should let it play. We should let it play.
Okay.
I feel it's early in the video.
I'm freaking out here.
yeah, dude, this is an hour and 30-minute long video. We're 6 minutes in. I'm already like off the walls, crazy.
I mean, like Judd Foy was cooked. Worst. 26 minutes in.
Ultimate Rape Review. That's right, Reese. We're doing the nerdy live version of the Ultimate Rape Review.
It's time.
possible thing I could have done, and I'm suffering for my choices.
On the one hand, I am happy she admitted to it so fast, but on the other hand, she groomed a minor! I could go over the proof in the doc, but the drama seems like it's already over. Proof of what she did came out, her roommate talked about it, making the situation blow up, and she admitted to it. It's like that one clip from Rick and Morty.
Yeah,
And now, another quick mystery. I just want to know who could have done something like...
Why the fuck did he? Is this so that way it doesn't get claimed? I don't like this edit here. I don't like it at all.
this. It's a travesty.
I did.
You see this knife and all the blood on it? Here's my fingerprints. Guilty. I sentence you to life in prison.
Everybody, including Cindy, seems to be in agreement that she's a groomer, but I think a lot of you want me to be as transparent as possible and go over the two really big docs. I've seen a lot of false information get spread around about this situation, and I want you all to understand exactly what's going on, because let's be honest here, most people aren't going to go through two massive docs. The only one defending Cindy at all is Kumo, and let's be honest here, he's a guy who everybody hates, so...
From what I'm understanding, Akumo isn't defending what's Cindy, but they have a different perspective on the whole situation. I'm not defending the guy. I'm just telling you what I heard on Chud's show.
Did you see the DMs he had with Cini?
The one Just a Robot had?
No, the other one, Kumo.
Akumo? No, I didn't see Akumo's.
Okay, well, he had a sort of friendship, I'd say.
Oh no! So he had a bias.
Yeah, so he had a bit of a bias. So.
Gotcha. Okay.
So if anything, he probably made the situation even worse for her. The guy is an absolute...
egregious as just a robot.
Yeah, as we'll soon see.
Contrarian, and many people consider him to be a troll. Clearly, he's just doing this to stir up drama. But as I was working on my Cine video, I kept on going back and changing a lot of things about it. And once I finished my video on Cine and looked at all the evidence I had lined up, it just didn't feel like a good video to me. I got that same feeling I had during the Pyro drama, the Hopeless Peaches.
That same feeling during the Pyro drama.
I just love as soon as I made my video on Cine, it just something didn't feel right. It's like, bro, that's the feeling you should have had about this video.
Yeah. So, your spider senses were not tingling here when they should have.
This drama and the Spoctor drama. For those of you who do not know what the Spoctor drama is, basically back in 2018, he was accused of inappropriately messaging minors as young as 13 years old. But he got out of them because he did those actions when he was 16 to 17. Cini was 20, about to turn 21, so there's no way she's innocent, right?
20 to 21 is an adult. It would be if it was if Cindy was messaging, if she was 20 and she was messaging like a 17-year-old, you would have a better argument. But this is a 14-year-old that she's messaging when she's 20, about to turn 21.
It's like the argument that Mr. T Lexify is a pedophile. You know, like it was 19 and 16. Like you would have a better opportunity to actually argue that he's not a pedophile, sort of thing, you know, from that like age group.
Yeah, but like that's that's just like a 3-year age gap. This
it's a 3-year age gap.
Like this is a 6 different. About to turn 7-year age gap. You know. Yeah. Risa, stop talking to children. Apparently that's impossible for YouTubers, man. I don't know what to tell you.
Not all YouTubers, okay?
Oh yeah. Some of us just say slurs to them.
Well, I told myself the same thing, but then I noticed she took down her apology video, and I decided to reach out to her because I just felt so uneasy. And after I interviewed her, which I will play at the end of this video, I realized that Cinny and all of you were lied to. I've gone against the mainstream art commentary community opinion lots of times. I did it in the Peaches drama, the Antunes drama, and the Toby drama. Granted, the last one didn't go so well for me, but the other two went pretty well. I know 100% that I'm going to get a lot of backlash for making this video, but someone with a sizable audience needs to say something. The first big
Oh, just a robot. He's gonna take that brave stance, British runner. He's taking that brave stance.
My God, it's just,
I am super curious how he's going
make one of these. If you're gonna make one of these videos, essentially trying to what's the word for it? What's the word when you someone's been wrongfully accused of something and everyone believed it, and then you make a video and it completely destroys everything out of the water. Like I can't remember. No, I'm something begin with a V, like
vindication. Like they're vindicating.
Vindication. That's vindicating. That's it. Yeah, like he's just like he wants to have like a reputation of how he vindicates people who are wrongly accused of things.
Yeah, which on paper, like don't get me wrong, on paper that's a great sentiment to have. But when there are messages of this person blatantly, knowingly being inappropriate with a child, and they admit to being inappropriate with said child, there's not a whole lot you can defend there, buddy.
Yeah.
red flag to me was how quickly Cinny admitted to grooming. When it comes to groomers, they never do that. Cosmodor didn't do that. EDP didn't do that. In fact, there's not one single groomer that I can think of that has ever done that. The only person that I can think of who admitted to being a groomer before Cinny was Spockter, but he was innocent. If you've seen my Vincent Skullman video on my old channel, then you know that I've proven that ArtCC people are cartoonishly spineless. Just a little social pressure will make them admit to things that they haven't done.
Just a robot. You have access to the logs. You claim to have read the documents.
He didn't read the logs.
Oh, no.
He was going to, but that was after he made the video.
You dumb bitch. You bastard.
Like, literally, like, I'm guessing you didn't know this, but, like, he made the video before he, read the whole logs.
No, you're serious. You're not making a joke.
I'm serious. I'm not joking at all. He actually did that. He said that in the interview.
The joke where he talks about that people weren't going to read the documents. He actually didn't fucking read the documents, and he made an hour-and-a-half video on this shit.
He read the doc. I think he skimmed through the first document, read the second document, but then didn't read the messages.
Oh my fucking God.
That's what I got from the interview between him and Chud. Like, and it just blows your mind when you just think about, like, you would have thought this video would have, like, massive research behind it to be able to make these sort of claims that the commentary community are all wrong about this.
Dude, if Just a Robot was my defense attorney, I'd just plead guilty. Okay, knowing him, he'd probably get you a worse sentence than if you were just to plead. All right, I'm gonna head to the fridge and I'm gonna grab a Mountain Dew, specifically a Mountain Dew Voltage, because we're hashtag gamers here. Because I need to keep myself sane throughout this. In the meantime, British Runner, go ahead and chill and tell people to like and subscribe to the stream.
Well, I don't know. How can I be a shill? Like. Hello everyone, I hope you all do like and subscribe to the stream, the Nerdy John T02 stream. Probably messed that up quite a bit. So how are you all doing today? How is everyone doing in the chat?
All right, we're back.
Okay, thank God, because I got a little bit nervous there. I'm
Oh,
not
you
a
got
live streamer.
a little nervous, a little nervous. Just a wee nervous.
I needed your presence.
Reese, I did not tell you to shill. I told British Runner to shill. Okay, you know what? Permanently banned. Permanently banned, Reese.
In court, people are allowed to rescind their guilty plea, and that is put into law because humans are, well, human. They can be pressured into saying that they're guilty even when they aren't. Tons of...
Are you insinuating that she's not guilty? Is that what you're trying to insinuate here, buddy? Buddy, old pal, just a robot?
Let him cook, man. We should let him cook.
You're right, you're right. He's going to make us a spicy recipe for sure. For sure.
He's going to show us
Fucking
how
hell.
it's done. He's going to show us how it's done, guys.
people have admitted to practicing witchcraft because they were pressured into it. Okay, George, that may...
Witchcraft and grooming are two different things. I don't know if you knew that, buddy. I don't know if you fucking knew that. My fucking God. People are dumb.
You're just being bad faith now.
Oh, I'm so bad faith right now. I'm so bad faith. So fucking bad faith. God.
Maybe true, but did you actually watch Jack's video?
Yes, and it barely had any evidence at all.
Apparently you didn't fucking read the document, which had the evidence.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, like, he didn't bloody bother to read the messages, so, and he's made this video.
Because why do that? He's just a robot after all.
Like, this is the thing, Chud lost his shit when he heard that, like, oh, so you're you're making this video, and you haven't gone through all of the evidence yet, before making the video. That's like the first step in creating the video. And going through all of the evidence, creating a timeline of events. So you can go back to...
It's not just like a 10-minute shitter video, right? Like, it's not fucking slop commentary where it's just like a guy like literally spent like 10 minutes making a video and then just like shitting it out, right? No, this video is 1 hour and 31 minutes long.
It's 92 minutes. That's
This
93
bullshit, man.
minutes. 93 minutes. No, 91 minutes. Sorry, fuck.
Just a robot. I doubt your watch is just a robot. Did it not go through your mind to like reskim the documents again? Clearly, you were taking screenshots for your video. You didn't bother reading anything?
I'm just blown away by the fact that he had all of this stuff, and yet he just didn't. He didn't doing anything with it at all.
I'll tell you what, his ass is not getting taken seriously ever again. I mean, his ass hasn't been taken seriously in a long fucking time.
He's ruined his credibility. It's crazy. Like someone sorry, us. Like we as like the smaller creators, obviously I call myself a smaller creator, like with you, Nerdy, like that's kind of like an insult, but
well, I know that's why I am. I'm a small creator.
No, I was saying I'm a small creator as well. We're in the same boat, man.
Yeah.
But to you, like I'm like what would you call it, a bigger YouTuber, so that's what I was saying.
Yeah.
But like,
yeah, that's why I'm hanging around you, so that way I can.
It's like, oh, you're leeching off me.
Yeah,
you're leeching. You're like the Star Wars community says, you're leeching off my presence.
Exactly. Yes. Yes.
What I was gonna say is, like if we fuck up at all. Yeah, we can come back from it. I don't think just.
I mean, it depends on how big the fuck up is.
Oh yeah. But like, I mean, like, if I get something wrong, essentially, yeah, I can correct it. I can make an update to it.
Yeah.
But like, if I was to make a video like this where the entire video is false because I didn't go through any of didn't go through all of the evidence.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if I would be able to come back from that.
And let me be clear, right? it is it is different when you're a shitter commentary channel and you get stuff wrong. Like, obviously you still need to be called out for it, right? But you're not like in high regards to your research. When you're someone like Just a Robot who quote unquote prides themselves on getting research and getting the facts right, for you to completely
that'd be like if Turkey Tom made a video and he was 100% wrong because he didn't go through all of the evidence.
Yeah, say what you will about Tom during the pyro drama. It's not that he didn't have the proper information. It was just he had the information, and he thought.
Would you say it was poorly executed? His video.
It was poorly executed, yeah, because he was too personally involved.
I mean, I haven't seen Turkey Tom's video on Pyro, and I'm not really that big into Pyro, to be honest with you. I never really was, so I didn't really watch any of that coverage that much, other than just the smaller commentary channel. Well, not smaller commentary channels, but the like the 5 minute to 10 minute commentary channels that would cover it.
Yeah. Well, back to my point, a lot of those people got it wrong. For example, like a YouTuber by the name of Sensitive Society completely got the gender of the victim wrong, or supposed victim. So like Just a Robot, man, and this is something that you could have easily fixed, and you didn't.
Had every opportunity to fix it. Like, he blames who does he blame? It's Queeman, isn't it, that leaked the video? Like,
he
I think
blames
it's
Queeman for this?
I think so. I can't remember if it's Queeman or someone else that apparently leaked the video out, and he had to scramble to upload it because it got leaked. Like, even if, like, you know, that is the case, it still made the video before, like, you know, you still
he
made
had plenty
the video,
of time to
like,
fix this.
He had time to fix it before sending it off to his editor.
Mostly just Jack talking, and that's pretty much it.
Sock has expressed discomfort with Cindy multiple times, and Cindy hasn't made an effort to change anything. She made graphic rape comics, including Sock's characters, and sent them to people she barely knew, who then leaked them because she didn't fucking know them. Sock expressed discomfort again, and Cindy doubled down and told Sock off because she can cope however she wants, I guess. I haven't looked at the screenshots. I've only heard, like, testimony of this, but it's disturbing.
I haven't looked at the screenshots. I've only heard that.
I haven't looked at the screenshots. Who else can say that, British Runner? Would it be the guy who's making this fucking video right now?
I wouldn't. I don't know.
You don't
I don't know
know
what screenshots they're referring to be honest. If they're talking about the messages, then I would probably say hell no, but...
like, testimony of this, but...
She has an obsession with boy to this very day.
Don't quote me on the Queeman stuff here. Don't quote me on that, okay?
Okay.
Because I don't know if that's 100%. Like, I think that was like, because like Chud was like saying on his interview with Just a Robot, it was like, oh, can I bring Queeman on? He wants to talk to you. And he's like, oh no, and I think that's where I heard it from. Like, Just a Robot saying like he leaked my video, he did this, he did that. You know.
Day.
I don't know, I might have misheard him.
Before I found out about all this, Cindy actually DM'd me last night and said, oh, boy's yelling at me, because I think she has, like, an imaginary version of him. I don't know. And I was like, why is he yelling at you? And she's like, I don't feel comfortable saying. And then I found out from someone else what she did, and she just wasn't gonna tell me.
Some of you may bring up that Jack and Cindy were best friends, and it would be in denial about what their friend did. The thing is, though, Jack is very, very autistic. Like, I can't be the only one who thinks it's weird that Cindy allegedly groomed a 14-year-old, and Jack somehow makes it about itself and gets $10,000 in donations. Like, what? How does that work?
You see, that's just the proper Sigma male grind set right there.
The Sigma male grinds there.
No, okay, so from everything I know, this Jax person seems to be pretty shady figure in themselves, you know?
That literally reminds me of a video I watched today, like what was it? Star Wars Rizzler.
Oh my god, the Rizzler.
When they got all the characters have like that filter over their face.
Mm-hmm.
Where it's got like the raised eyebrow.
But yeah. So what he's doing here is he's attacking the character of one of the massive people who accused Cindy of what they did, and hoping that like this somehow still makes Cindy look more credible. Again, man, all you had to do was just look through the goddamn documents.
But this is the thing, he sent this to Chud Logic to react to, so I had this in my recommended earlier. Like I woke up and saw it in my feed, and I was like, yeah, I'll watch that later. Like it never did, but like, and then I saw Chud react,
and then it got deleted.
I've got it saved. I downloaded it, man.
Good.
Work. If that's the rule from here on out, Professor Dreadlock has been messaging minors inappropriately. Now give me $10,000, please. Even if you're moving out, you don't need $10,000 unless you live in California or New York or something. In fact, if you live in one of those two states, $10,000 will only cover your rent for a week. But why couldn't Jack just ask for, I don't know, $2,000 or $3,000 and then get a job?
Why ask for money at all? If you want to make a serious point, why ask for money at all? They're a content creator. They shouldn't have to ask for money from their fans. By the way, guys, make sure you donate to the stream. No, okay. But no, like if you're trying to make a serious point here, Just a Robot, don't give a middle ground on like, well, you should only ask for this amount. They shouldn't be asking for money at all. Especially if it's a video exposing their friend for grooming someone.
I would say, like, what do you call it? Like e-begging, I wouldn't say that's okay. Okay, like you don't want to be like the $5 a month girl sort of thing. Yeah. But like you can do it in other ways, like, you know, just promoting your merch and, you know, like your Patreon and all that stuff. Become a member for more rewards. That's okay in my book, but like, you know, just asking fans just to like, you know, like, oh, please help me out, guys. I'm struggling over here. Well, go get yourself a bloody job.
Please, guys, give me a $5.
Yeah, it's just like, go get a job. Go get a job, man.
That's when the old man starts coming out. Get a job, you fucking bum.
Yeah, exactly.
Job. Well, that's because it doesn't work. Yep, Cindy was paying the overwhelming majority of the rent. Jack needed Cindy, but Cindy did not need Jack. Cindy is working a real job, she's making money, and she's paying rent. Jack for the longest time was on Social Security until he moved. So let me get this straight, we're paying taxes to it, and now we're giving $10,000 to it.
I feel like there's some hatred coming from there. A little bit of hatred.
Yeah.
Just a little bit of hatred.
Why. I wonder why he has a little bit of hatred towards Jack. Could it be that he's got a bit of a bias there?
Could be because he's friends with Sydney. Who knows? Oh.
It almost seems like Jack had everything to gain by throwing its friend under the bus.
But Jar, the document had all the proof. I mean, look how many pages it had. All that evidence must prove that Cindy's a groomer, right?
Well, actually, no. There's not one shred of evidence that Cindy groomed anyone.
What? What? No. Oh, no.
There's literally I saw a screenshot right before I fucking streamed where she's like, look like it doesn't show the actual images, but like it shows the image files of her sharing not safe for work images.
This is fresh to me because I didn't see this in Chud's reaction.
Holy shit, man.
I got in to Chud's stream when he was at like the 25-minute mark.
Holy fucking shit. Do I still have his stream pulled up? because like he shows some of the documents. Oh yeah, okay, I had it there. Point.
What?
Oh, here it is. Here it is. Right here.
An actual...
Here it is. Right here. I found an actual scenario, but it's slightly not safe for work. Spanky, do you want? Okay, I know. Sorry, I know the. Hang on. Let me. Look at that right there. It's fucking mental, man.
Yeah.
Sorry. Okay, let me readjust this so that way you guys can see the video again. But there it is, right there, man. Right fucking there. He's like, I haven't seen any evidence of that.
Yeah, I wonder why he didn't see any evidence of it.
Do your fucking research, man. Do your fucking research.
Oh, God.
Just testimony, one of which came from herself, ironically. Now, I want to make this one...
It's just... I want to hear him say it again. Yeah,
no problem.
Version of him? I don't know. And I was like, why is
dollars will only cover your rent for a week? But why couldn't Jack just ask for, I don't know, 2 or 3
recently to those who are unaware
and then get a job? Well, that's because it doesn't work. Yep, Cinny was paying the overwhelming majority of the rent. Jack needed Cinny, but Cinny did not need Jack. Cinny is working a real job, she's making money, and she's paying rent. Jack for the longest time was on Social Security until he moved. So let me get this straight, we're paying taxes to it, and now we're giving $10,000 to it. It almost seems like Jack had everything to gain by throwing its friend under the bus.
But Jar, the document had all the proof. I mean, look how many pages it had. All that evidence must prove that Cinny's a groomer, right?
Well, actually, no. There's not one shred of evidence that...
There's not one shred of evidence.
It even shows it in the editing, like... It's blurred, but... Like, there's a lot of information.
Oh my god. Not one shred of evidence.
Not one DM that was kind of sus.
Jar, you're stupid. You stupid, man.
Just a moron.
It's a Jar, it's Jam.
That Cinny groomed anyone. Just testimony, one of which came from herself, ironically.
Just testimony, despite the fact that the DMs are directly shown.
If you want testimony, I could give you a great drama that had just like 80% of it just testimony.
Oh god.
Now I want to make this 100% crystal clear. Cinny did 100% speak inappropriately around minors, but
it's more than just speak. She sent inappropriate images to minors.
That just contradicted what you just said. You said, like, oh, there's no evidence to say that she groomed anyone, but then she was talking inappropriately to minors. That's what grooming means.
And, well, also, like, grooming is, like, making it, like, it seem like it's okay to talk about that stuff.
Yeah.
With them.
Know who else did that? Pyro.
Again, the difference here is Pyro did not know the age of the person that he was messaging.
Also, I don't like the fact that we're just like, you know, we're comparing these two cases like they are the same thing. Like, you have to compare, like, even if they were like in, like, even if they are similar sort of thing, I don't know, because I don't really know Pyro.
So let me give you like Pyro met this person on an 18+ RP server in Discord.
Okay.
The rules of this Discord was you had to show one of the mods that you had ID to prove that you were 18. Obviously, Pyro sees this person in an 18+ not safe for work RP server. So he assumes that this person is at the very least 18 years old. Even, yes, the messages were very inappropriate. He had no knowledge. At least from what we can see. he had no knowledge of them being underage when they initially started the very inappropriate messaging.
Recently, to those who are unaware,
I just feel like he would, like, Just a Robot would probably, if he wasn't showing Chud Logic the video and asking him to react to it, he would have, like, tried to have, like, made an argument to say, well, Chud Logic got away with it.
Oh,
just like, no, Chud Logic's
It's 14
she
pages!
lied about her age to him. She even admits it.
Teddy whipped the $4.99. I met a 6-year-old child with this blank, pale, emotionless face and the blackest eyes, the devil's eyes. Why are you quoting Halloween?
But yeah, like literally, each case is it's like what Chud said. It's like each case is based off its own merit. You know, like you need to judge it by a case by case basis.
Yeah, to try and attach the pyro thing. It's for one, it's to make it seem like Sydney's more of a victim than what she actually is. Again, we're seeing a classic like takedown video. He's trying to delegitimize the person who made the initial video. He's comparing this to a case that's already been proven to be, a case that the majority of people believe is false. So that way you make the argument of like, look guys, clearly all this stuff I've been showing here means that this is false.
Yeah.
Of grooming a 15-year-old boy when I was 19. That I'm some kind of predator and was aware of his age all along. This is categorically untrue and a complete lie. But a few days ago, a poorly written Google Doc has surfaced claiming that I have lied in my response and I'm 100% guilty. I just want to be clear, I have never lied at any point. This document is disingenuous, manipulative, and it fails to...
I could say the same thing about the call-out doc on Sydney Bear.
Yeah, and yet he doesn't prove it.
You mean the same document that shows the evidence in very clearly?
The same document that he skimmed through and didn't read to its fullest extent.
Yeah.
Includes so much of my original statement. This document makes insane assumptions based on limited and broken evidence. It's not hard to dismantle it. It's just annoying that I have to be the one to do it. These conversations never led to any nudes being exchanged.
Nudes weren't exchanged with Sunny Bear, but inappropriate artwork, not safe for work artwork, is like just as bad though, because you're still sharing inappropriate pornographic images with a minor. It doesn't matter if it's your cock or not. Like you're still being a fucking creep.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, Jar. I know you fucking love to hear Sydney's voice. Oh, spoiler there. Spoiler. I know you fucking love to hear her voice, man.
A certain someone needed what is it, like an ASMR sort of thing to get them to go to sleep. But instead of going for that staticky noise that some people go for, he instead needs people's voices to
the voices
listen to. Oh yes,
welcome to ASMR with Nerdy John.
Welcome to ASMR with Robot Head.
Yeah.
It was not Robot Head. Fantasy garbage.
What was his name? Just a robot. That's it. Sorry, not Robot Head.
Jar.
Something which Ivory himself confirms.
Did he ever ask you for nudes? No.
Several of our conversations were leaked online by Ivory. Here's one of the more damning ones.
I'd love for my Sona to be licking at his fat, sweaty
God, I hate this drama. I hate the pyro drums.
while rubbing his belly from behind, and then just having him gas all over my Sona's face. That would be so nice. Or if mine was just underneath him, getting railed underneath his huge belly, and your Sona could be gassing non-stop as he f***s mine like, huh?
This is just to remind you guys that Pyro is a fucking degenerate.
Well, to be honest, I'd pick you up, hug you while...
Okay. That's enough of that. Let's get to
Yeah, you get
Her drawing Shota, Lolly, or Cub, right?
I mean, the signs were there in public for years. Just take a look at her.
Wait. Whoa.
One who drew like fan art of my Fox character back in 2016. I then apparently replied to them like jokingly saying not thick enough and then asking for their age, and they said 15. So when people saw this, they instantly drew parallels to the grooming allegation. I asked them for a thick version.
Teddy,
It's 14
Teddy with the
pages!
$9.99. I watched him for 15 years, sitting in a room, staring at the wall, not seeing the wall, looking past the wall, looking in this night. Inhumanly patient, waiting for some secret
can I read it?
alarm to trigger him.
Oh,
You want to read it? Okay,
I want
go
to
ahead.
Yeah. I watched him for 15 years, sitting in a room, staring at a wall, not seeing the wall, looking past the wall, looking at this night, inhumanly patient, waiting for some secret, silent alarm to trigger him off. was that a good audiobook narration?
And they
There you go.
drew this, which isn't even really that different from previous things they drew before even getting into contact with me. I didn't commission it. What was drawn wasn't pornographic. They'd drawn very similar stuff before, and there was no roleplay here. It was nothing.
And last I checked, we pretty much all forgave him. Cinny is a coomer, a gooner, but not a groomer. Grooming requires intent and a desire to get with someone. Cinny did neither. If you want to get with a 14-year-old, you have to be a pedo. Now Cinny makes a lot of coomer art, so there must be evidence of her drawing Shota, Lolly, or Cub, right?
I mean, the signs were there in public for years. Just take a look at her channel. There are tons of videos where she would make suggestive animations of a minor character from My Little Pony.
In chat, what do we call that here? We call that Lolly and or Shota.
By that I mean Scootaloo isn't a minor character from My Little Pony,
We get the point.
but that she's a minor character. She's underage. That's the point I'm trying to make. Okay, this is cut and dry. She's guilty. But the fact of the matter is, she made those animations when she was a minor herself.
That doesn't justify
Okay.
it. If anything, it actually like it helps with like the groomer narrative, because like to her this is completely normal behavior. This is completely like saying actually she's been like doing this sexual stuff since she was a minor, so it's actually not that bad. It is actually
Can we just get an AI version of Robot Head? Not Robot Head, fuck's sake, just a robot. Fucking saying
well, I mean,
Robot
for
Head,
years
it's
he
a
did use
completely
a
different
robot
YouTuber.
filter. He did use a robot
Yeah,
filter
like-
for years.
I mean, like, get an AI of him, and I just want to hear just a robot say, "Is this really Lolly?"
Oh my god.
I want to hear him say it.
I don't.
A lot of these inappropriate animations of Scootaloo are over 7 years old. Cinny just turned 21, so back then she would have been 14. Maybe this is just me, but I don't believe 14-year-olds who drew inappropriate pictures of characters around their age should be canceled years later when they are an adult.
I think it definitely like brings up an issue that they have. Cause like if they're being sexual at like 13, 14, what's to stop them from having those types of conversations with a 13, 14-year-old when they're an adult? And clearly, there was an issue there. She didn't see anything wrong with it because the messages and conversations did happen. Like, come on, bro. This is your point to defend her on?
I can't believe the entire video is just full of gameplay. Like,
that's the point you're focusing on.
yeah, that's the part I'm focusing on.
If that's the case, a lot of you minors watching this video better go scrub your
I did
DeviantArts.
get a little bit lost. I did get a little bit lost with his point.
Wait, what the fuck? Wait, hang on. I need that playback for a second. What the fuck did he just say?
Sorry, I was just what do you call it? I just wanted to say like
it's 14 pages.
I'm just tired, like, and like,
my God, Teddy
I got lost in like I got like what he was saying was got lost in translation for me.
Yeah, Teddy donated $3 and $3.33. Hang on, let me. Teddy, I gotta go to Stream Elements now. One second. I gotta go to Stream Elements now to read the dono.
Poor man. You have to put in some effort.
Exactly. I'm glad you understand that. For fuck's sake. Why should I have to put effort on my YouTube channel? He was my patient for 15 years. He became obsessed. He became an obsession with me until I realized that there was nothing within him, neither conscious nor reason, that was remotely human. And an hour ago, I stood up and fired 6 shots into him. And then he just got up. In all seriousness, thank you for the dono, Teddy. Thank you for the dono.
You make a pretty good audiobook narrator.
Oh yeah. Trust me. I thought about running the ASMR channel on the side to make extra money. Trust me, the thought has crossed my mind.
And dry, she's guilty. But the fact of the matter is, she made those animations when she was a minor herself. A lot of these inappropriate animations of Scootaloo are over 7 years old. Cindy just turned 21, so back then she would have been 14. Maybe this is just me, but I don't believe 14-year-olds who drew inappropriate pictures of characters around their age should be canceled years later when...
I think it should call into question, like, like they're like obviously like teenagers do a lot of inappropriate stuff that they shouldn't be doing at their age. But when it's to like that level of like doing inappropriate stuff, that needs to be questioned.
Yeah,
they are an adult. If that's the case, a lot of you minors watching this video better go scrub your DeviantArts.
Scrub till the waters.
What the fuck?
Just a robot. Are you insinuating that minors have porn on DeviantArt? What the fuck point is that?
I don't even want to know.
Like,
it hurts my brain.
The problem with this is that this is not the art CC, it's the animation meme community. Stuff like this is absolutely normalized in this community. If you're
It shouldn't be.
It doesn't matter. It fucking doesn't matter if it's normalized.
What kind of fucking point is that? Well, guys, if you look at like the anime lolly community, lolly is perfectly normalized there. Just because it is doesn't mean it should be. What kind of fucking defense is that? Like, guys, you don't understand. She comes from the meme comment. She comes from the meme art community. Grooming minors there is just like, you know, breathing air. It's just what you do. Like, what?
This is the definition of fucking tunnel vision.
Just a robot wrote this down in a Google Doc, and he said, yes, this is perfect for my script defending Sunny Bear.
I am speechless at this point.
I thought this video was going to be pretty bad. I thought this was going to be pretty bad video. It's worse than what I thought it would be.
You didn't think it was going to be this bad.
I didn't. I honestly didn't. Holy shit, man.
If you're gonna cancel Cinny for this, then you better cancel everybody else in the animation meme community.
If they're talking inappropriately to minors and drawing lolly art, then it sounds like we need to.
This is the similar argument that Scarlet Reaper had in his Mr. T Lexify stuff. Like, oh yeah, then arrest every high schooler then. It's just like, oh, for fuck's sake.
That's a false equivalency. But like, I don't know if the art meme community is fucking grooming minors and sending them fucking inappropriate art and inappropriate messages. Maybe we do need to cancel them.
Well, are you saying what I was saying was a false equivalency?
No, what Scarlet Reaper was saying.
Oh, okay, like yeah.
Like obviously, high schoolers are gonna have inappropriate messages with each other, but like once you like if you're 30 talking to a high schooler, you know what I mean? Okay.
Yeah.
We're getting
I was like thinking like me like comparing what he's saying to what Scarlet Reaper was saying. Like that's why
13 plus or 16 plus or whatever, and the characters in them are very scantily dressed and do inappropriate things. You can have a problem with this. Hell, you can demand that these videos are age restricted, but you can't just cancel Cinny for this and give everybody else a free pass.
Were we giving them a free pass? I certainly fucking wasn't.
No. Absolutely. What the fuck?
Also, too, we're not just talking about the videos that they've made. We're talking about the Discord messages, buddy. Which you never read.
Plus, a lot of this stuff is no more inappropriate than things I've seen in animes like Fairy Tail and Naruto.
You don't understand, guys. This anime, the character that looks like a child is actually a 10,000-year-old dragon.
Oh god. No further questions, Your Honor.
Case closed. Guilty.
Forget what you were like when you were a kid. You enjoyed Misty when she was in her bikini.
Andy Pants Gaming tipped. I'm sure that's the real Andy Pants Gaming.
Did we enjoy Misty in a bikini? Like
yeah, no one did.
Certainly wasn't what I was watching.
Dude, when I was watching Pokemon, I wanted to see the Pokemon battles. I wasn't fucking interested in women in bikinis. Yeah. I don't know if I'm hidden from your chat or if you timed me out, but I don't see my messages. Why are you trying to silence straight white men, Jonathan? Also, freaks would try to find a way to normalize shit like this.
Is that really the Andy Pants game?
No, it's Teddy. It's Teddy.
Okay.
You enjoyed Naruto when he did his sexy jutsu, and you
It's 14 pages!
I didn't even know who that was, to be fair.
Teddy with the $4.99. Andy with my Dono Adventures with the best Halloween quote. Michael, that's enough lolly for you.
Hey guys, you all enjoyed seeing Dark Magician Girl in Yu-Gi-Oh!
Yeah.
Enjoyed when Fairy Tail just did a whole bunch of stuff. So just so we're clear here, back when Cinny was 13, 14, and 15, she made animations like this, and just about no one had a problem with a minor making animations like this.
They should have.
Definitely should have, yeah. And it's like, what are you calling it? Like you should have, like, when you become of age, surely like that would have been like the thing to delete those like things, right?
Yeah.
Like,
but no, this is the thing with her. She doesn't see anything wrong with those. She doesn't see anything wrong with a minor doing that type of stuff, which is why she had the conversations about that stuff with said minor.
You think that she would like cuties?
Probably.
Yeah.
On the internet. Hell, judging by the view counts these videos got, I would go.
No, it's Pidgey. Oh, it's Pidgey. if it's Pidgey, that's hilarious. It's Pidgey.
As far as
it's hilarious either way. If it's Pidgey or Teddy.
To say that people encouraged her to keep doing stuff like this.
And those people who encouraged her should have their hard drives checked. Like, are you making the argument of like it's actually Sydney didn't groom the minor? It was Sydney that was groomed. Is that the argument he's making right now? I swear to God. I think that's the argument he's making here.
So if she grew up with people constantly encouraging her to make animations like the one she's made, then it stands to reason that she would do the same when she grew up. But Jaw, that's not the only allegation in the doc. There's plenty of other stuff as well.
I'm sorry, are we supposed to be Chris?
Yeah. Well, also too, if she's like, well, you see, the only reason why she encouraged it was because she was encouraged when she was that age. That doesn't make it right. At all. Jaw, you're a moron here. You are like the worst. This is like the worst defense video I've seen in a long time.
I hear what you're saying, so let's look at that doc even more. Now granted, the old stuff she did wasn't that bad. Sure, making a 17-year-old uncomfortable when you're 19 isn't good, but it's not pedo stuff in my book.
You know what would be considered pedo stuff? Being inappropriate with a 14-year-old at 20. I consider that pedo stuff.
I'm one of those people who defended Call Me Carson, so I can't say she should be kicked off the internet for doing the same. If you would like to know the story between her and the 17-year-old minor, well, basically she sent a bunch of inappropriate messages to the minor. She sent a non-con comic to the minor who was 2 years younger than her. The comic...
So that's a rape comic. Why the fuck are you just sending people rape comics? The fuck? You're fucking mentally ill. You should be fucking locked up.
I'm fucking speechless again.
Dude, fucking imagine just fucking sending a bunch of people rape comments.
You know me, I like to talk, nerdy. I do like to talk.
But this
I think this is genuinely the first. Yeah, this is the first time I think since we've known each other that you've heard me be speechless on one of these topics.
Like, okay, like, I'm not gonna say she's a pedo necessarily for the 1917, right?
She's definitely a groomer though.
Definitely, well, yeah. But you're fucking sending rape comics to someone.
Yeah, it's incredibly.
Does that not cross your mind as something you might not want to do?
That is definitely crossing a boundary there.
yeah, it's crossing something, all right.
It's crossing the fucking line there.
We need fucking Jesus in this video. Christ.
Like included an FNF character by the name of Boy, who was graping Nightmare Sand supposedly for the punishment of molesting children.
What? The fuck?
Wait, what did he just say?
He was talking about the setup for the rape comic. Apparently their OC rapes Sans.
Lovely. And by the way,
does this video make you feel uncomfortable at all right now? This make me feel kind of uncomfortable.
This is very uncomfortable, and this is weird that he's choosing to defend this person.
It is very troubling, like the amount of he's been very dismissive of things within that document.
Yeah.
Just how he's going about defending the person. Oh my god, it's just. I have no words. at this point. It's
way to make everything worse, the OC by the name of Boy was created by a minor.
Ooh, that's bad.
The minor called out Cindy for this, and she apologized and made a promise.
Wait, so a minor made the rape comic? What? The fuck is this bullshit?
Promised that she would never ever do something like this again.
That's good.
No, none of this stuff is wholesome Christian family fun, but it's not.
I'm sorry, what?
I feel like you're... Okay, so wait, no, I'm sorry, I misunderstood that. The minor created the character that was used in the rape comic. She made the rape comic. She didn't just share it out, she made it. If you have to make a public statement saying that you're no longer going to be making rape comics, I think you're a little too far gone at that point. How come no one was fucking cancel? Like, I hate to use cancel. How come no one was fucking talking about and calling her out when she was doing this? How am I just hearing about this woman?
I mean, I felt the same way about Scarlet Reaper. Like, how the hell am I only just hearing about this person now?
Well, Scarlet Reaper's like small potatoes, you know. This is a person with who had a sizable following, and they were just getting away with this bullshit.
Yeah, I know, but like, it's like, what are you calling it? People watched his videos, you know, and saw his older videos.
I'm talking about Sunny. I'm talking about Sunny.
Okay, sorry.
Yeah. It's like, this is absolutely disgusting, man. I don't know. Like Jar, Jar stupidly didn't see the Discord messages, but like Jar is seeing all the stuff he's talking about right now in this video so far, and he is saying, yes, this is perfect material to defend someone with.
I mean, do you think it's not perfect?
I know. British Runner, I would say it's a little less than perfect.
I would say it's kind of sus, actually.
Yeah.
We gotta
Tons of people have drawn
this guy out into space.
Yeah.
Inappropriate pictures of minors OCs. It's bad, but it's less bad when Cindy.
It's bad, but what?
This video.
He did it because she was only 2 years older than the minor.
At the end of this video,
you shouldn't be drawing inappropriate images of minors.
Nerdy, at the end of this video, he says that this was a cautionary tale into something or other. And all I could think of was like, bro, more like this is a cautionary tale of how not to make a defense video.
Artists out there. I don't know who needs to hear this. Don't draw inappropriate images of minors.
Yeah.
Jar, your career's fucking ruined. Your career's fucking ruined.
That really should just be a given, to be fair. Like, you know, it's like what you said earlier. It's like what you said earlier. It's like, it's just natural. Essentially, you don't do those things.
Common sense should dictate to you. I should not do this with a minor.
Yeah, exactly. It's like, I don't get how these people think, or how they have survived this long in life.
If people don't want you to put their OCs in not safe for work situations, you should respect their wishes. But if you draw your OC as a hot anime girl or a big buff man, you should expect people to draw them in not safe for work situations. Personally, guys, just draw not safe for work of me. Plus, there was a video made defending Cindy from these allegations. It got hundreds of thousands of views, and it was received extremely well.
It sounds like it shouldn't have.
Sorry, but you can't just agree with a video that's debunking allegations, then change your mind on it because new allegations came out.
Well, also too,
Yeah, you
how do
can.
you wait, how do you know? Like, how do you know the same people who like watch that video are the same people denouncing her? And like as you said, yes, you can, because guess what? We now have the context. Like we now have further context of her acting even more inappropriately with people even
mean,
younger than her.
I mean, like, going against this argument that you can't just change your opinion about something after new information comes out. I mean, my opinion changed about this guy. I thought he was weird before, but now I'm thinking, yeah, there's something else going on here. It must be.
This guy's just a fucking moron. Just
Either that or something else is up.
yeah.
Out. This is bad, but it's a 2-year age gap, and most people only gave her a slap on the wrist for this because of.
I don't know if he tried to sound like a pedo in this video, but
he defends a lot of weird points.
Yeah, it's just really it's really fucked.
Yeah.
Romeo and Juliet laws.
Protected by the Romeo and Juliet laws.
We dated for a little while. I was a sophomore and he was a senior. It's fine.
No, it's not fine. We've got a pre-existing juvenile foundational relationship. Statute 2705-3.
Okay, so this is from the Age of Extinction Transformers movie.
Oh my god.
I kid you not. The human subplot of this movie is this guy who is an adult wants to bone the teenage daughter of the main character.
Oh
and
my
so the whole subplot is him explaining to the dad Romeo and Juliet laws.
Granted, a lot of people don't agree with Romeo and Juliet laws, especially when it involves a 17-year-old and a 19-year-old. After all, a 19-year-old can.
You see why he's so focused on the 17 and 19-year-old thing? Because like for example, I think I referenced this way earlier in this live stream. Like obviously like I'm more okay with that kind of stuff, right? But again, the situation we're mainly focusing on here is when they talk to a 14-year-old at 20. Do you not understand the difference there, Jar? Yeah.
Can vote, get drafted, and do a bunch of other stuff, but a 17-year-old is still in high school. What Cindy did was bad, but it's not pedophilic, and she did receive backlash for it. Personally, the biggest problem I have is that she said she would never ever do this again, and she did. However, people are also more forgiving about this stuff when it's over the internet. Me hitting on a 17-year-old in real life is different than me hitting on a 17-year-old over the internet. After all, I can see the 17-year-old.
No, it's not.
Oh, it's still
No,
bad.
it's
It's still
not.
bad. If you're a 28-year-old hitting on a 17-year-old in public, that's disgusting.
Yeah.
If you're a 28-year-old hitting on a girl online, that's also disgusting.
I literally was listening to this earlier in Chud's stream.
Mm-hmm.
Like I heard this in Chud's stream, and I was just like, "What the fuck? How is there a difference?" It's still fucking weird and creepy and disgusting.
Jar,
It's
man.
still-
Jar. What the fuck's wrong with you?
Like in my country, the age of consent is like 16, but I still consider that fucking weird. And this, ugh. Like, bruh.
In real life, but on the internet, I can't see what they look like. On the internet, I hear someone talking to me. In real life, I see a minor in front of me. Granted, I'm a lot older than Cindy. If I'm talking to a 17-year-old, yeah, I'm gonna get a lot more crap for it. The example I'm giving only works if I'm 19 or 20. But the thing is, as far as I'm aware, Cindy wasn't hitting on this 17-year-old. She was just cooming with them. She would also post.
I'm sorry.
That's still inappropriate.
Isn't cooming like, what is that exactly? Cooming?
It's jerking off.
Yeah, that's what I thought it was. Like,
so it's sexting. That's what it is. They were sexting in DMs.
oh my god.
Score and say inappropriate things where minors as young as 14 were present. Sure, this isn't good, but it's nothing that would get you that much backlash.
Sharing not safe for work images in a server full of 14-year-olds. I don't know how else to spell this out for you, man. That's bad.
Yeah. Oh my god.
How are we only 20? We're only 20 minutes into this goddamn.
How old is this guy? Like, does anyone know how old this guy is?
Mid to late 20s. Mid to late 20s. I know that.
Okay, now, man, like.
God fucking damn, man.
It's a good thing he didn't tell any of his bloody co-workers about his YouTube channel.
Personally speaking,
Chud's stream. That's what he said in Chud's stream. He didn't tell any of his co-workers that he has this YouTube channel.
I went on Live Leak a lot as a kid, and I saw some very gory stuff. Also, in the animation meme community, gore and bloodshed is just common. So
you still shouldn't be sharing that with 14-year-olds in a Discord server. You're justifying all these fucking inappropriate actions. Or at least trying to excuse them. That's not how you defend someone. You defend someone by debunking allegations, not by saying, well, yeah, they did this, but like, come on, man, it's like common. It's common in their community, man.
Are we at the end yet?
I'm afraid not. Afraid not, buddy.
No, we've got quite the way to go, yeah.
Yeah.
Once again, your hatred shouldn't be placed on Cinny, but the entire animation meme community as a whole. Like the fact that people are freaking out going, oh, think of the children, just makes me laugh.
Oh my god.
Like if you're trying to say that like she's a symptom of a much bigger problem, I agree with you there. But you you're weirdly fucking justifying this by saying, well, everyone else does it. Everyone else does it.
Oh, finger the children. What, you mean the minors that got sent this shit?
Guys, look, okay? Look, this one German officer may have committed war crimes, but that's what everyone was doing in the German community. Between the time frame of 1939 and 1945, everyone was just doing that, man.
Yeah, that's. I mean, I would have said
hard. If you guys are canceling Cinny for this, then why isn't Jack getting any hate? Look at the end of its video on Cinny. His avatar along with her avatar are stripping while being on poles, and this video wasn't age restricted.
Well, I assume Jack is an adult.
I have no idea.
If they're living on their own, they're an adult. You're making a false fucking dude. The problem isn't adults being sexual. The problem is adults being sexual around minors, or minors being sexual openly online when they really shouldn't be. No one's going eek, sex bad. Everyone's going that adult shouldn't be talking to that minor. That's what everyone's talking about. Like, holy shit, man. Jar, you are so fucking dumb.
No, he's not dumb. He's fucking done.
That too.
Oh, so many minors were exposed to this. But again, at the very worst, this is her being irresponsible, not grooming. Most of the stuff in the doc doesn't really show her doing that much bad stuff at the start.
A doc that you didn't fucking read.
Oh yeah, the doc doesn't show that many bad stuff. Just her inappropriately sharing not safe for work images of minors.
That really pissed Chad off. Like that he didn't actually fucking read the messages.
Mm-hmm.
That he excluded. Like, I was gonna go and do it. It's like, bruh, like you should have done that before you even started scripting the video.
Like, how are you going to say, well, I was going to get to them when you've already made the segment of you defending what's said in the messages?
Mm. All these messages don't prove anything.
Yeah.
I don't think having your OC in a suggestive pose where minors can see it is that big of a deal.
What? What, Jar? You don't think you don't think it's bad for? Listen, okay, understand. Okay, I'm not naive. If a teenager wants to look at porn, they're going to look at porn. But you, as the adult, should not just be like openly like giving them porn.
Yeah.
In a public Discord server. Like,
yeah, this is just really fucked.
This is absolutely fucked.
What the fuck was this guy thinking?
How is this a good defense?
Yeah.
Jar, I hope you're not. I hope you're not sending inappropriate shit to minors if you think this is okay.
Yeah, that does actually paint that picture.
Deal. If it was, then the doc maker would also be at fault. Also, anyone who made a video about this situation, as they were linking the doc showing images of her OC in sexy outfits, would also be at fault. Guys, you can't call something then put it in a video without age restricting it!
Hey, what?
He's saying that people who like share the doc are at fault because the doc shows the inappropriate stuff. The doc is evidence of the inappropriate stuff.
Yeah, like I just don't know what he's trying to. What his argument is.
His argument now is just like, well, if she's bad, then you're all bad.
Oh my god, he is a fucking idiot.
Sure, the doc does censor out a few things, but it doesn't look like anything that bad was blocked out. Like this image was gore art.
Oh my god. I just saw it as well. What the fuck, man?
Oh, you got the doc, okay. Like
No, I didn't have the doc open. He faded that image in and I saw underneath the sensor. It was just like, oh my god, what the fuck, man?
Pick up on that.
I got fucking flashbanged there.
But yeah, well, I'm assuming the doc is made for like YouTubers in mind. So yeah, if there's like nudity, they're gonna censor the nudity. If there's gore, they're gonna censor the gore.
Not her being topless, or at least that's what I've been told. Yes, her avatar is an
told, yeah.
Yeah.
And I just got fucking flashbanged. That's bullshit.
But they're not fully naked. But then you have
But that's still inappropriate art that you shouldn't be sharing with minors. Why are you fucking justifying this, dude?
Things that are a little bit worse, like her saying to a 13-year-old that she's looking for a not safe for work chatbot to talk to because she's horny.
Chud logic.
Jesus fucking Christ, man. You see that, and you still think she's in the right? That you saw at the very least, and you still think she's in the right? First off, how much of a fucking gooner do you have to be in order to have like a not
do you have to be?
Like to have a not safe for work chatbot to constantly message you?
Oh, that's what you were alluding to. I thought you were going to say how much of a gooner do you have to be to believe this girl?
Oh, I mean, like, he's just a simple line and sinker. But like,
yeah, that's what I was saying.
Dude, these people are freaks. They're degenerates. They're losers. Losers, creeps, and pedos.
Maybe this is
exactly
just me, but I don't think you need to be
Run
telling 15,
away,
14, and
everybody
13
from this video.
Yeah.
year olds that you're horny. I skimmed over the doc because most of the stuff I saw in it.
Oh no.
He admits it in the video.
Oh my god.
The video that shows evidence, the document that shows evidence that she groomed minors. He just screams,
Hey guys. Hey guys, I'm gonna defend this person. I didn't read all the evidence though.
It was small potatoes compared to the accusation I heard about her grooming a 14-year-old. Then when I find
the screenshots prove that she was sweet Lord in heaven above. Oh, god damn it. God fucking damn it, man. What's wrong with people, man? What's wrong with them?
Finally got to the end of the shorter doc, I found out that the bigger and longer doc was the one about the grooming. Now I want to make this clear, I do not believe Cindy is a pedo. She more than likely would have done this with anyone regardless of age.
That doesn't help. That doesn't help. You're just saying, oh yeah, if it was a 9-year-old, she would have gone hook, line, and sinker.
Now you're speechless.
Jar. You wrote this out because this is scripted, obviously. You wrote this out. Yeah. You recorded more than likely multiple lines of you saying these things. You had to edit this. You had to play it back in order to make sure the video was good to upload. And you at every single turn, you said, yes, the points I am making here are good points. And no one will see anything wrong with this. Jar. You got a case of the brainworms, buddy. Case of fucking brainworms. Most severe case I've ever seen outside of Mama Max.
The 14-year-old who
brainworms, he just doesn't have a brain.
Made the dog.
No, the worms have eaten the brain, so he's got nothing left.
Even thinks that this is the case. She was being irresponsible by talking to the 14-year-old this way, but I don't think she was doing it to get with the 14-year-old. Oh,
it's still pedophilic behavior.
Yeah, it's still grooming.
Your Honor, my client didn't want to necessarily get with a 14-year-old. He just wanted to have inappropriate conversations with them.
Oh, God. This guy's got a virus.
Yeah.
Also, I'm going to be real here. The idea that people are saying Cinny is a groomer but not a pedo is absolutely silly.
I don't want to hurt anyone. I don't want this pattern to repeat itself. I want to be better.
That's a problem. Like this person very clearly has a mental illness.
Mm.
Yeah. they need to have like their whole like brain reset. If they think if this is like a constant worry that they have to have in their mind that they might inappropriately talk to minors again.
Hmm. Yeah.
Like, what sort of like messed up environment did she grow up in to think this was all okay? Obviously, we know she's been doing this since she was 13. So, but like, what started this? What caused this?
I don't even know how that could be started. I
don't know either, man.
Nothing I do will ever make this right. But I want to make sure it never happens again.
This is wildly irresponsible. It's an optics nightmare, and I don't know why.
It's just an optics nightmare, one could say, you know.
she did
this
this.
entire video is an optics nightmare.
Yeah.
When she made the promise that she wouldn't do this again. However, when you consider the fact that neither I nor the 14-year-old believe that Cindy is a pedo, then you have
Guys, me and the child don't think that she's a pedo.
to ask yourself, how is this grooming? If you're not trying to get with someone, you're not grooming them. If you want to hate on Cindy for this, that's fine, but she's not a pedo. Now I know what some of you are gonna say. Well, we're not saying she groomed a 14-year-old to get with them. She just groomed a 14-year-old to be more comfortable with conversations like this so she could coom. Don't get me.
This is such a weird ass point to defend, man. She like, even if she didn't want like an relationship with this minor, she still made it like she made an environment. She groomed an environment to where it was okay to be sexual with this minor, to have sexting conversations with this minor.
Yeah.
That's grooming.
Yeah.
She could have very easily have went to another 20-year-old, another 20 or a 21-year-old, and said, "Hey, let's be fucking degenerate freaks in DMs." And I'm sure that other adult would have been receptive of it. But she went to a child instead. Decided to be inappropriate in their DMs. Decided to share not safe for work images of their OC in their DMs. Jar, I don't know why you're actively defending this person. Especially from everything I know, you weren't friends with this person until you started asking them about the allegations. Now, I could be wrong on that. Again, this is just what I'm hearing. But like, I this is just baffling that you would ruin your career based off a girl that you knew for what, a few weeks?
Yeah.
Oh, like, Jesus Christ, man.
Be wrong, I thought that at first, but it turns out that the minor was the one being inappropriate first, and she kept.
Oh my god, no, he did not. No. He did not just make that argument.
He is.
Please tell me so he did not make that argument.
Well, guys, you don't understand. The minor was inappropriate first. She's the adult in this situation. You know what she can do? She can either cease this conversation right now, what she should have done, or she could block the minor for trying to be inappropriate in her DMs. She did neither.
Oh my god, this is really.
She is the adult. Right? She has power and say in this situation. No one is holding a gun to her head in order to be inappropriate with this minor. She had every opportunity to say no to this, and she continued. Jar, I don't know why you thought this was a good video.
I don't even know why you thought that was a good fucking argument.
I don't know why you were begging people to react to this.
It's almost like he wanted his career to just be imploded in on itself.
Yeah.
Kept on pestering Cindy to talk about stuff like this. It's also important to note that this minor was a fan of Cindy's content that includes Scootaloo being in very suggestive outfits.
Okay, and why is that?
It sounds it sounds like the minor shouldn't have been there. It sounds like the minor should have their like internet privileges taken away. It sounds like this is inappropriate on a massive scale. It sounds like you're defending all this.
Which Cindy also made when she was 14. Yes, Cindy should not have engaged with this minor. She was the adult in this situation, and what she did was incredibly irresponsible. It also makes her look really sus. But
Oh, it just makes her look sus.
Irresponsible.
It just makes her look.
It's only irresponsible. Like, oh my god, dude! Like, I literally.
I don't get it.
Oh my god, this guy needs the blue screen or some shit.
But then again,
Sorry, I was going to say it's only like he thinks it's only irresponsible, not that she was grooming or anything like that.
It was just
it
wasn't grooming. It was just highly inappropriate.
Oh my god.
He was an adult, sent a lot of inflation stuff to a minor. He got backlash for what he did, but he did beat the grooming out.
Okay, you're leaving out the crucial detail, Jar. That Pyro thought he was talking to another adult.
Yeah, exactly.
Pyro had no knowledge.
By admission.
Pyro had no knowledge, at least from what he claims, that person was a minor. He had no knowledge of that. He thought he was sexting with another adult. Why are you just choosing to omit that detail to make your argument look better? You fucking rat-ass bastard, man. I think you know that you're lying. Jar, I think you know you're fucking lying.
Yeah, that's disgusting.
You know you're fucking purposefully, like, misrepresenting the situation. You're just fucking trying to make your new e-girlfriend. Liz, I know you're saying that we can't exactly say that that's what he wanted with her, because, you know, that's what he claims in the
I'm saying
interview.
Bullshit. There had to be something there.
Especially if she's just such a sexually open person, I think something was going on between them.
Yeah, this is something that Chud's audience were actually getting on. This sounds like an Edwin's sort of thing.
Yeah.
Allegations. No, I do not know why she couldn't talk to an adult about this kind of stuff. She brought up that she talked to this 14-year-old because she was as open about not safe for work stuff as she was. And, yeah.
That's not okay. That's not okay. How many times do I have to say, British runner? That's not okay.
You can say as many times as you like. It's not going to make the video any better, though.
Of course she was. She just started puberty. Yes, Cindy knew the minor's age. She asked early in the convo. Sure, she could have forgotten this person's age. I talk to a lot of people myself, and it's hard to keep track of stuff like this sometimes.
How often are you sexual with people in DMs, Jar?
Ooh.
I don't know, man. If I'm
apparently nerdy. He is quite sexual in DMs, apparently. Just apparently.
Just apparently. You see, guys, this is why I advocate for going after older women. This is why we go after MILFs, ladies and gentlemen. So that way we don't get into situations like this. Older woman supremacy. Let's go.
Just date people your own age.
No. If you date an older woman, right, and then like controversy happens, then you can say that she groomed you. Also, sorry for hitting the boom arm, but yeah, my logic, you know, it's just.
Oh no, we don't want to get into that reverse stuff, okay?
But she acknowledged that this person was young a few more times. Then they started to talk about, not safe for work stuff. But none of the not safe for work topics they went over were nearly half as bad as some people made them out to be. Like,
if a 20-year-old and a 14-year-old are talking about not safe for work stuff, aka porn, that's bad. That's conversation should not be happening. Jar.
Not only that, but how does he know? Because he said it was all censored.
Also, he only skimmed through it.
Yeah, exactly. So, like, what the fuck? He's lying here.
Some of this, quote unquote,
he doesn't know if if it's like, you know, he doesn't know like if it's like, oh, it wasn't that bad or something like that. He doesn't know that because he hasn't fucking looked through all the evidence.
Okay, so like spoil slightly for me.
Even
Spoil something slightly for me. When he calls into Chud's stream, does he actually try to defend his points, or is he just like, no, Chud, you're right, Chud?
I think it is the second one. Like I can't remember most of it. Well, some of it I can't remember because like, I mean, like the first 9 minutes of the interview, I think I wasn't there because I had to deal with something. But like after that, it was just like yeah, I was like this and that. Yeah. Like, you know. Just very like he was in shock, sort of thing. Other moments where not Fury, for fuck's sake.
Jar.
Other moments where Jar was like, no, Chud was saying like, because Jar had like, oh, I'm gonna get Chud Logic to react to my video tomorrow, like. That really pissed Chud off. Like, he was like, what, so you were just gonna think that I was gonna, like, you know, clap along like a seal?
This is what Jar wanted. You're so good, so talented, Jar. You make good point.
Yeah, it's pretty much like that really fucked him off. So like there was a moment there where he laid into him.
Good. I can't wait to watch it.
Not safe for work stuff includes lyrics.
Jar on video and Jar on stream, two very different people.
Right, of course.
From the song, I like big butts and I cannot lie. I heard that in the Shark Tale movie.
I like square butts and I cannot lie.
Hey boss, big butts. Aye vey.
But what about the inappropriate pictures, like her sitting on a pile of sand corpses while hugging boy? Is hugging porn now or something? There's also pictures of her in boy and bunny outfits. Woo, so scandalous. Not.
Yeah, but even if it is like, what do you call it? Going back to like Chud's argument of it being like softcore, essentially.
Mm-hmm. It also
like,
it's a symptom of like the bigger stuff that like goes on in the conversations.
And like it's just like, what do you call it? Even though it's like softcore sort of shit, like that's still very inappropriate. Like,
absolutely, especially if it's between a 20-year-old and a 14-year-old.
Yeah, it's fucking crazy that this guy doesn't see that.
None of this stuff is actually hardcore corn. It's just softcore corn.
Oh no! Oh my god! It's only softcore. It should be perfectly acceptable.
So tell me, Jar, is it appropriate then for a 20-year-old to share softcore porn images with a 14-year-old? Is that what you're saying, Jar? I kind of get the vibe that's what you're saying.
Oh my god! It's just.
Anyone else get that vibe? I get the vibe.
I just don't get how people can be this fucking dumb. The lol-cow gene is just... Is this even considered a lol-cow gene at this point?
This is just stupid gene.
Yeah.
Stupid.
For those of you who do not know what softcore corn is, well, think of it like the sexy...
No, don't go.
For those of you who don't know what softcore porn is, like,
oh, sorry, I thought you were pausing for me because I said something.
No, it's Jar. You don't need to explain what softcore porn is.
Oh my god, we're getting into the king of nothing, like with the definitions.
For those of you who don't know what scam means.
Everything. For those of you that don't know what such and such means.
Jutsu from Naruto. Sure, it's a bit risque, but under the law it would not be considered hardcore corn. This
it's still not stuff you should share with a minor.
Hardcore corn, yeah. I just love the censorship in this video. hardcore corn.
Again, Jar, if you think this is if you're defending this stuff, I hate to see what your conversations are like with people.
Yeah.
This kept on escalating until Cinny, she sent the same not safe for work essaying comic to this minor, and requested this minor to draw even more corn of the character of Boy and Nightmare Sans. From the censoring job, it looks like a few parts of this comic would have been legally classified as hardcore corn. The absolute worst thing Cinny sent was this picture of Boy fingering her avatar. However, it should be noted that the
What? The worst thing that she sent was a picture of someone fingering her avatar. What?
Also, it sounds like they shared the rape comic. Again.
I've
lost faith in humanity, British runner. I want you to know I've lost faith in humanity now.
Oh, I lost faith in humanity when I discovered Cards Against Humanity. Okay.
But no, this
is crazy.
Disgusting.
This is unbelievable.
Dockmaker was not the one who censored this out, it was actually Cinny herself. When I first saw this, I thought, yeah, Cinny's guilty. But when I found out that she censored the worst parts of this comic herself, it made her look far less guilty than I was
Wait. So it's okay that she sent the rape comic because she censored it.
Oh god.
Why is she sending the rape comic in the first place?
Why is she doing any of this in the first place?
I mean, true, but you see, guys, she may have sent the rape comic, but it's okay because she censored it. Like,
yeah. No, I wouldn't be okay with that.
Moron, man.
I would not be okay with that at all. Oh my god, that's just
previously led to believe. I agree that what Cinny did was wrong. I agree she was being irresponsible. But I do not think that Cinny is a groomer, a pedo, a child predator, or anything like that.
What?
So, like, what's the defense for this then?
Oh my god.
What do you call it when someone's sexual with a minor?
We're only 26 minutes in, by the way. I hope you realize that, right?
Only 26 fucking minutes in? No.
The whole video, the length of the video is 91 minutes long. And we're only 26 minutes in. It's just... Oh, God.
Fucking hell, man. Jar, you fucking moron.
After going through both of these massive documents in their entirety, I realized that they're just full of nothing.
Oh my god, he didn't even read them though.
He didn't read them. He admits that he didn't read them.
Oh no, Sunny drew a picture of her character in a sexy outfit. Oh no, Sunny said I...
Yeah, she shouldn't be sending that to a child. Jar.
Like big butts, I cannot let you a minor. If the Dockmaker had to stretch so much, so many times to make such bad points to...
There's no stretching that you need to do here. None whatsoever, actually. You just have to show the conversations, which they did.
Oh my god. It's just...
Jesus.
All I can do is laugh at this point.
paint Sunny as a predator, then it stands to reason that it's not a good doc. They clearly didn't know what they were talking about, and they were just grabbing any piece of evidence they could to paint Cinny as a groomer. The fact that Jack actually looked at this doc and came to the conclusion that Cinny was a groomer is absolutely insane. After that happened, I believe that Jack convinced Cinny that she actually groomed someone. Then Cinny, feeling bad about it without actually looking at the document, admitted to the allegations. And nothing Cinny did was as bad as what Pyro did. So please tell me.
I'll say right now, Cinny did worse than Pyro. Pyro didn't know the age. She knew the age.
I just want to go back. This is his speculation, yeah?
Me why he's getting a free pass and she's not. Okay, yes, most of the evidence we've seen from Pyro's video shows that he didn't actually know the age of the 15-year-old.
Okay, he finally admits it.
Oh my god.
He finally admits it.
Building this whole point up and then we get the false equivalency sort of thing.
Cinny, on the other hand, did, which makes her more guilty than Pyro, but the stuff she sent Enna wasn't as bad as what Pyro sent to Ivory.
What?
No, they're both equally as bad, because you're sending inappropriate pornographic images, whether it be hardcore or softcore, which, by the way, there was hardcore sent. You send that stuff to a minor. That's bad no matter what you do. There's no defending that, man. And I don't know what else to tell you.
Like, I'd imagine like an upcoming YouTuber to make this mistake. Not this guy that had like 200,000 subs.
Like, honestly, dude, like,
what the fuck, man?
We're only 30 minutes in. We got an hour left.
Like, it's not even close. Also, Pyro did continue talking to the minor when they turned 16. Now, 16 is the legal age of consent in the UK, so it's really up to you to decide which one was worse.
Has decided to release this piece of... Once Jar and I caught wind of this, we reacted accordingly.
I'm really sorry, but
I'm going to kill myself, and it's your fault!
No.
Well,
I think Jar's making his own life harder.
Yeah.
Did Cinny really say she was going to kill Jack? Well, yes, but there's some much needed context that you are missing. First of all, it's sad that people are flipping out over this and taking it so seriously. People have said they're going to kill me on Xbox Live lots of times, and I've done the same. Me and my roommate jokingly say we are going to kill one another all the time. I could tell.
Why is this the point you're defending?
Why
is this important to talk about?
Sorry, does not compute.
This should not be in an allegations video. I mean, he's already doing a horrible job, like defending her on everything else. Why are you adding like more pointless stuff to the fire?
Super early on that the screenshots Jack posted to its Twitter were taken out of context instantly. Here's the context for the first screenshot.
Okay, so this is at the time when Jack is recording the video, right? What the hell? I love Jack so much. What happened? Right now I fucking hate him. I hope he dies. He's framing me as a sex.
You don't have to do you. He's framing me as a sex pest. I'm like, I don't know, British Runner. What do you call it when you constantly have to have like a fucking jerk off session with like not safe for work bots, when you fucking have to constantly have sexual conversations with 14-year-olds? I call that a sex pest. I call that a fucking sex pest. A fucking creepy ass pedo sex pest.
Yeah.
There's not a whole lot of framing that you have to do. You just have to fucking show the messages.
Saying I assaulted him by touching his ass and boobs, but I would always ask if it was okay that I did that. And he always said yes. There were times when I poked him in places he didn't like, but I didn't realize it bothered him that much. I thought it was just playful. I don't know.
So they had a sexual relationship with their roommate too, on top of all this? What the fuck, man?
Oh my God.
So they had someone who was willing to have a sexual relationship with them, and they still felt the need to be fucking horny in Discord DMs. My God, this is just a bigger echo of tragedy.
Echo of tragedy.
The dude who constantly had to fucking pay for women's nudes, you know, guys, okay, I'm fully believing in the Stop Gooning merch now, like the Stop Gooning merch that Turkey Tom has. I think we all need to buy a Stop Gooning hat, because my God, I think some of us need Jesus.
Oh no, she said she would kill Jack because it was accusing her of SAing because it rescinded its consent, which is something you can't do. Kind of seems weird that Jack rescinded his consent at the absolute perfect time. Sorry, but if you give me or anyone consent, you can't just take it away months later. You can give your consent when something is happening or about to happen, but not months after the fact. I can't believe I have to explain this, but apparently I did. Also, me and my roommate touch one another's asses all the time. It's a form of bonding with guys. If
a guy touches my ass, I beat him.
I don't know I don't know any guy that calls that a bonding session. Another guy, we don't really
British
have
Runner,
bonding.
I'm warning you
sessions.
right now. For whatever reason, we meet IRL and you grab my ass, there's gonna be a memorial video on your channel real soon.
I don't know any guy who would call that a bonding session. Oh, I grabbed your ass.
That's real
that means
bonding
we're friends
right
now.
there.
It's like, what do you call
Yeah,
it?
I wonder what else him and his roommate do for bonding.
It's like the memes of what do you call it? You have the blonde guy with a big old moustache sort of thing. He's like, what is it? Like, are you I can't think of it now, for fuck's sake.
Professor Dreadlock decided to take away his consent months after the fact and painted me as a groomer, I would put him 6 feet under. Also before this, Cindy was going over the stuff of
I'd
her
put you
roommate.
6 feet under if you tried to grab my ass in public.
Yeah. Or in private.
Well, yeah, in private as well, yeah, but...
The booty is off limits.
I would literally turn to him and be like, dude, what the fuck? You know, like, what are you doing? Get off!
Painting her as a groomer. The second screenshot, the one about the gun, was sent after Jack moved out of the house.
Jack made a Twitter thread saying he has more info on me, is making a second video on me. He said he was talking to my friends and coworkers all day and is now staying with my coworkers, I think, but I don't know which ones. He said he's stealing my friends, and he said, live and suffer, pedo bear 03. After I saw Jack's Twitter thread, I had to leave work early. I bought a knife, pepper spray, and a crowbar to protect myself. I'm thinking about buying a gun too. I screamed at Izzy over the phone when she was trying to comfort me, but I was convinced someone was in my apartment and they were going to kill me as soon as I entered the place.
So it just sounds like we're dealing with mentally ill people.
Yeah.
I parked in a neighborhood 30 minutes away from 30 minutes away from where I live. And Izzy went to my apartment to check all the rooms with Jade. I thought someone was there and would kill her, thinking she was me, and I was so scared to try calling her again. Everything was clear, though. I came home and checked all my rooms for myself, my pepper spray in hand. I broke down crying once I saw Stupid. Stupid is the name of the cat, and I slept in my room. I do not blame Cindy for wanting to buy a gun to defend herself when all the internet is, like, wanting her dead, and, like, she's being actively doxxed and people are advocating to kill her.
This was during a time Cindy was getting death threats, and also dealing with people calling her boss, showing that they know where she works, therefore they probably know where she lives. She just brought up that she was getting a gun to defend herself, and that's it. Sorry, but how did you guys fall for this? The entire internet wanted someone dead, and they wanted to defend themselves, but somehow this negatively affects a person who got over—
Yeah, guys, I mean, come on, EDP, you know, he just had guns to defend himself with, you know?
For $10,000? Let me just make this clear. Jack gets $10K, Cindy gets death threats. She wants to get a gun to defend herself, and then Jack somehow twisted this into a death threat? What? By the way, I just realized this. Jack thought Cindy was a threat to children, so why didn't they call the cops? If I thought Dredd was a
Wait,
okay, so that's an actual criticism, right? But like, dude, like every single unfortunately every single fucking allegation drama, no one goes to the fucking police. Also too, like I don't think the police in your era wouldn't take that officer,
officer, I groomed this person.
Yeah.
Threat to kids? You can bet your shiny metal ass I would call 911. I guess asking for money was more important than protecting children.
I am a registered sex offender. I stuck my dick into a blender.
Much like Hopeless Peaches, Cindy rushed her response to everything, and it was not a good response at all. It did change a few minds, but for the most part, it increased the backlash she got. This response would have worked if she made it without apologizing beforehand, and before Jack made it.
No, the apology wouldn't have worked because there was a 14-year-old involved. Yeah, guys, sorry, you know, I groomed that kid, you know, big oopsie, big mistake on my part, guys, big oops.
Yeah, my bad.
My bad, guys.
It's video, but at this point the mob is too riled up to listen to her. She needed to treat this like how Pyro treated his video, or how Peaches handled her second video, but she made it as if it was just another video, and that's not a good thing. When you hear the call with me and her, you will see that she did not take my advice on how to go about this. She thought she didn't have to go over the dog because other people didn't go over it, but the thing is, this is the internet, not a court of law. On the internet, it's guilty until proven innocent. Also, monetizing the video and uploading it at 5 AM was not a smart move. That being said, the amount of people commenting that they will not watch the video is dumb. If you are too scared to watch it, then you don't fully believe in what you are saying.
Talk about me and the victims. My thing and the victims.
One thing that really shocked me about this whole drama is the amount of people treating this like it's Cindy versus Jack, but they seem to forget about Eno. I think they are left out because they aren't a public figure, so most people just don't care about them. Let's be honest here, Jack made the video about itself, not the minor. The minor got nothing.
Which is something you can honestly criticize Jack for. But that doesn't negate the fact that Cindy was talking to a minor.
Yeah.
A 14-year-old minor.
I just don't understand how he thinks that, I could defend this person on this.
I don't either, man. Because, like, the other context of, like, the other person he defended, they were 16 talking to a 13-year-old. That's a child talking to another child.
Yeah.
This is an adult talking to an adult.
and Jack got over $10,000. People are saying poor Jack a lot more than poor Enno. Guys, Jack is a person with autism and BPD, and they grew up getting bashed by the entire internet, which more than likely had an effect on its development. Oh, and also they go by it pronouns, which is not a normal thing, even by trans standards. I'm just gonna go out on a limb here and say that it's best not to take it at its word and give it over $10,000 in 3 days. By the way, I'm going off topic for this, but if anyone is going to try to make the allegation that I'm simping for Cinny, I'm not the one giving people $10,000.
The irony.
Giving money to people is closer to simp behavior than not giving them any money at all. I recall people saying poor creepshow art during the Peaches drama. That drama involved a woman with black and orange hair getting thousands of dollars for going after a blonde girl for things that were mostly false, but a few things were true. But the things that were true were blown way out of proportion. And now the same thing is happening again, almost the exact same way. Talk about deja vu. I can't believe I'm having to do the same thing I did a few years ago. One of the people I defended Peaches from was Camilla, someone who was obsessed with Undertale, and Cinny is also obsessed with Undertale. Am I in a time loop? After looking over everything in more depth than—
Oh god, we're finally getting to the final thoughts.
Yeah, the final thoughts is like an hour long though.
No.
No, we have the final thoughts, but we got the interview as well.
Oh god, can I just skip the interview? Not skip the interview. Skip to the interview.
I think it would be very important that we listen to a little bit of the interview, because it's very concerning of how he conducts himself with people that what do you call it? He reaches out to do these stories.
Okay.
99% of people talking about this, I can safely say that this drama was blown up to a level that it had no business getting to. I love how people—
Yeah, guys, the adult talking to the 14-year-old was blown way out of proportion.
It was exaggerated.
People would try to debunk me on Twitter by sending me the doc they didn't read. I think the irony was lost on them. The commentary community's coverage of this entire drama was absolutely gross. You guys really need to stop spreading what is currently the popular opinion without looking into things deeper. Face the facts, Cinny already quote-unquote admitted to it. You weren't making videos on her to spread the word around, you were just doing it to get a quick buck. You weren't concerned about the safety of minors, you were concerned about getting clout. You guys should have learned your lesson from the—
Oh, cry me a fucking river. This is fucking YouTube. People are gonna make videos on what they goddamn want.
Yeah.
This is such a fucking stupid point.
I hate arguments like this, like, oh, they were doing it for clout, they were doing it for money. It's like, I don't give a shit. Like, who the fuck cares?
Unless they're like a Jack Doherty figure, you know, that guy, the guy who crashed his car on the kickstream. Unless there's someone like that where they're clout hungry, they're money hungry. If I'm a YouTuber covering allegations, there's gonna be some money involved. There's gonna be views involved, obviously. But for the most part, I have a genuine opinion I want to share with it. The fact that Jar fucking wanting to be the arbiter of what people can and cannot talk about for commentary topics. Shut the fuck up.
It's also like what do you call it? Like he's acting like he's above such things. When it's like,
when he's in the fucking dirt with all of us.
He's doing it for views as well. And it's clear he does it as a career.
Do you know how many times I've seen that dude get into fucking small commentary shit? The Lio Convoy stuff is the biggest example.
Yeah.
Dude.
The Peaches drama, the Spoctor drama, the Dream and John Swan drama, the Pyrocynical drama, and more. But you people keep making the same mistake of jumping on a bandwagon too fast over and over again. I do believe Cindy did bad things. She needed to be called out for them, but she did not groom anyone, and she's not a pedo. If you guys seriously believe that Cindy sent a minor then you would also be at fault for linking the doc with a quote-unquote on yourself. If you did not age restrict your video, then so many minors had access to the quote-unquote porn. Some of you may say that what she did was wrong enough for you to never watch her again. If that is how you feel, then that's okay. But don't make up stuff like, she sent nudes to a minor, she's a pedo, or she groomed someone, because none of that is true. I've checked multiple different definitions for grooming. What Cindy did doesn't fit any of them.
Pause.
Sure, what she...
Sorry, go back 5 seconds.
Yeah, I'll try to. The fucking timestamps on this.
Peaches drama, the Spoctor drama, the Dream and John Swan drama, the Pyrocynical drama, and more. But you people keep making the same mistake of jumping on a bandwagon too fast over and over again. I do believe Cindy did bad things. She needed to be called out for them, but she did not groom anyone, and she's not a pedo. If you guys seriously believe that Cindy sent a minor then you would also be at fault for linking the doc with a quote-unquote on yourself. If you did not age restrict your video, then so many minors had access to the quote-unquote porn. Some of you may say that what she did was wrong enough for you to never watch her again. If that is how you feel, then that's okay. But don't make up stuff like, she sent nudes to a minor, she's a pedo.
I mean, I would like, if you're saying pornographic images, even if they're not like IRL nudes, but like they're pornographic images of your OC. Essentially, those are nudes. You're saying nude images to a child.
Or she groomed someone, because none of that is true. I've checked multiple...
Okay, pause here, like... Oh, shit. I knocked my headset out of the mic.
Nice.
Like, guess who supplied that screenshot of the definitions?
Was it you?
It was not me. It was Sini. It was Sini. You provided him with that definition screenshot.
I can't be a groomer. Look at the definitions I cherry picked.
Exactly. She's using a screenshot of a definition of what grooming means, or like what examples of grooming from the person who's
who's being accused of grooming. Great.
Exactly.
Fantastic shit, Jar. Fantastic shit, man.
Different definitions for grooming. What Cindy did doesn't fit any of them. Sure, what she did is what a lot of groomers do when they start grooming, but they tend to escalate things, and she didn't escalate things for 6 months. Or, who knows, maybe I don't know what I'm talking about.
Wait, she was having these inappropriate conversations with a minor for 6 months? 6 months this went on? Holy shit, Jar, you just made this so much worse for her. Holy shit. Fucking Christ, man.
Maybe I don't actually know what grooming is. I know the RCC is more than likely going to try to use this video against me. They are going to paint me as someone who is okay with degenerate stuff being shown to kids, or
I
mean, you're blatantly saying that, like, well, this is the environment
like you're defending a groomer, so like let's.
Also, you're kind of justifying the actions of them sharing inappropriate stuff with a minor. That's what you're doing here, man. I don't know if you realize that.
Why did I hear British Runner in the video? What do you mean you heard me in the video?
I think they must have heard you talk right before I paused at some point, probably.
Oh, okay.
Or that I'm defending a groomer. Both things that aren't true, as I've proven in this video. I said what Cindy did wasn't okay, and I showed that she isn't a groomer. What Cindy did was wrong. What she did was irresponsible. However, whatever punishment you think she deserves, I believe she already got it. Now, if you are one of the people who made a video on Cindy, and you disagree with things I'm saying in this video, then let's have a debate. It just seems a little strange to me to make a video on someone without reaching out to them. Oh wait, you guys already did that. I, along with Kumo, were the only two who reached out. I know a lot of people won't watch this video, so if you are going to disagree with me, please put hashtag pineapple soda in your comment. All one word, by the way. If you don't, then I know you were too scared to have your opinion challenged. I've made videos on predators before, and I've uploaded more than one video bashing cuties. I've won almost every single drama I've been in, even when I was on the losing side. I'm sure people are gonna say I'm reviving the drama, or that I'm doing this for money or something. But even if that is true, it doesn't debunk anything I'm saying. People will more than likely bring up the Toby drama.
Okay, I'm sorry. I'm just gonna skip to the interview because like this is just so asinine.
Drama.
Where be the interview?
This is the interview.
Oh, the Smash Bros gameplay.
Yeah. The beginning of that is the game.
Oh God. Okay.
It's the interview.
Kind of dead inside.
That sounds about right.
Oh, boo fucking who? People found out I was being sexual with a minor, and now I'm dead inside.
Your Honor, I'm feeling dead inside because the cops found out that it was I who murdered those 10 children.
Like, you seem like you've been through quite a bit of a roller coaster lately.
Mm-hmm.
So, here's my first question, if you don't mind if I begin. Do you mind if I begin?
What's the point of you being in this fucking Discord call, then?
Am I being recorded?
No. I'm just interviewing you for the lols.
Actually, sure, I'll ask that. Would you be okay if I record you?
Wait, what's the context of him getting her in this Discord call then? It seems like she has no idea that she is about to be interviewed.
Yeah.
Was this them just chilling in VC?
Who fucking knows at this point, man?
My God, this is just them casually hanging out.
Be like if I just like me and you just having a chat, and then I was like, "Well, I got some questions for you, Nerdy. Can you just take a seat right over there?" You'd be like, "Wait, what?"
Yeah.
Like a seat right over there.
Okay, so for my first question is, did you actually like look at the docs at all?
You didn't either, buddy.
The first one, yes. The second one, I didn't get a chance to. It was made, so that Jack could upload his video, as far as I'm aware.
Oh, okay.
I'm pretty sure
sure
it came out the same day as me making my, like the one that Eno made. I'm pretty sure was made on the exact same day that I recorded my apology video.
And Eno is the 14-year-old, correct?
Yeah.
Okay, so here's my first question. I looked at the first doc. Like, I desperately looked all over the
No, you didn't. You skimmed them.
First doc. I don't see any grooming going.
Stupid.
Oh yeah. Like, Cindy had her avatar in sexual poses, and I was like, yeah. Have you not seen Naruto or any?
okay, so like obviously watching a show with sexual content is different than being personally sexual with someone. I can like a 14-year-old or like can like watch a horror movie with like boobs out, right? Like Friday the 13th, for example.
I mean, I watched
movie,
Alien when I was 10.
right? But like those movies are rated R. They are very clearly not meant for children.
Yeah.
So, and someone being sexual personally with a minor is very different than a movie. Do you get what I mean here? Or like a TV show. Just because like there's a piece of media that's inappropriate doesn't mean it excuses someone being inappropriate with a minor personally in their DMs.
Yeah, right.
PG-13 anime.
Okay. First off, right, when Naruto came in the States initially, with like it aired on Cartoon Network as a kids block, and it aired on Disney XD as a kids block too. The inappropriate sexual scenes were either cut out or they were censored initially in America, because that stuff it's not appropriate to show kids. Japan has like their own weird fucking laws when it comes to children. Okay, that's an argument for like that's a conversation for a different day. But it's just weird that he's using that to justify her actions in a minor's DMs.
Yeah, it's just reaching.
Like, no, I think a lot of that document was just complete horseshit. Honestly, there were.
Oh, you mean the document that showed your DMs with the minor?
Yeah. And also, let's remember, she admitted to all of this shit.
Actual issues, but a lot of it was just bullshit.
Yeah, like I was looking at that and I was like, this is so much nothing. Like, okay, sure, there's some stuff in here, but like 90% of it was just nothing. Like you saying, oh, this fan art someone made for me is sexy. It's like, oh no, that she said sexy. I heard the.
She shouldn't be having these conversations with a child, Jar. Is that not a hard thing to comprehend? Is that a hard thing to comprehend for you?
Well, for some people, it clearly is a hard thing to comprehend.
Word sexy in a fucking Shrek movie when I was a kid. Like, oh no. Question one, let's just go in the order I asked you them. Did you take your apology down, and if so, why?
I privated it because I'm making a video kind of going over why I don't believe I'm actually a groomer.
Oh wow! Why don't you think why don't you think you're a groomer? It's because there's legitimately no evidence of you grooming. Is that why you think that?
I will be completely honest.
What?
I didn't even consider it to be grooming until Jack told me it was grooming.
Oh my fucking god! Of course.
So you initially thought that your interactions were inappropriate. Then you were convinced that they were inappropriate. Now you're saying that they aren't.
Yeah, nah. I'm not buying it. Sorry.
Of course you did. Of course you did. Because like, here's the thing. I looked through both docs. Okay.
No, you didn't. You blatant fucking liar.
He skimmed through it, man.
Were you talking appropriately? Yes. Were you grooming? No. So let me go off topic. Cinny, are you? Can I call you Cinny? Is that how you say?
That's their YouTube name.
Your name?
Yeah, it's Cinny.
Okay, I might accidentally call you Sunny by accident, but I'll try to call you Cinny.
The thing I'm talking about is
Cinny,
that
like, let me ask you something. Are you, you're straight, right?
As far as I'm aware.
Yeah. What?
As far as I'm aware, as far as I'm aware.
Have you picked up on the vibe of this on this call yet?
It's a lot of tism.
Yeah, it's a lot of tism, but also the very buddy sort of thing, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so like this isn't really.
This isn't like grilling.
It's not appropriate. It's not appropriate,
Yeah.
sort of thing. Like.
All right, I think my brain has handled all I can of that.
Yes, we are not as strong as Chud Logic.
Yeah, let's get to the part where him and Chud talk.
Yeah, it's in the later portion of the stream, I think.
Later portion.
That's all we said. What's that got to do?
Okay. Here we go. All right.
Okay? Because I've got a lot to fucking get through with you. I know more than you realize, okay? Now, here's the thing. What I'm trying to get across to you is that grooming can take many forms, okay? If you want to argue the toss with this about whether or not it's grooming, that's fine. You can do that. But you have said it's inappropriate. I'm saying it's way more inappropriate than what you're claiming, and you should be using much stronger language with which to decry it, and it makes the grooming discussion irrelevant. What does it matter whether or not it's grooming when this person was knowingly sending porn by your own fucking description to someone that was 14 when they were 20?
Mind if I go ahead?
Well, that's his response. Look, mind if I go ahead?
Sure.
All right. Let me think here for a second.
I would advise.
You need to think about that.
Let me think here for a second. Mm-hmm.
let me think if that's inappropriate.
Mm-hmm.
He's doing
so. All right. What I'm trying to get at is when I hear the word grooming, like what everybody hears when I hear the word grooming is they think trying to get with the child, all this other stuff. I hate this term like dog grooming, all this other shit. Oh, it's grooming into a position of power, into a cult. It's just when people hear the word grooming, they immediately think of child grooming. And while I think what she did was incredibly disturbing, I just don't think it's grooming. And maybe I'm being a little bit autistic.
Okay, but you didn't say. Wait a second. You didn't say in your video it was disturbing. You said it was inappropriate. You used lots of language that downplayed the severity of what happened.
Especially by saying that, well, it's just a thing in the community. They were doing this when they were 13, so of course they're going to have conversations with someone who's also 13 when they're 20.
Yeah.
He absolutely was. He was using a lot of language to justify a lot of her inappropriate behavior.
When you're making like what do you call it? Like if you really want to condemn something, yeah, you would use like harsher language.
Absolutely, especially when
it was inappropriate.
Like this.
Like I even said in the chat, like I was like, man, this video was horrifying.
Yeah.
I didn't know what other words to use aside from inappropriate.
Okay, but you understand, inappropriate has also got an implication of quite a minor faux pas or a minor form of misconduct. And I'm saying this is way more egregious than that, and much stronger language is required. And not only are you not using that language, you're also trying to fucking lawyer about the meaning of the word grooming. And I'm saying it's irrelevant. It doesn't matter whether or not it's grooming. This behavior is so egregious that all you do when you talk about and argue about whether or not it's grooming is you give the implication that you're defending this person, even if you're claiming that you're not.
I 100% get that. I really should have looked through my video more, and
I really should have looked through my video more. Dude, you should have scrapped the entire thing.
Should have looked at the script more.
Yeah, dude, bro.
I don't want people to come away from my video thinking Cindy did nothing wrong. I just want them to think, hey, I don't think this was as egregious as I was led to believe. Because
this is the problem you've got. People are not just coming away thinking Cindy did nothing wrong necessarily. They're thinking just a robot is a totally deranged freak for defending this individual. Does that not bother you? Does that not upset you?
No, absolutely. Absolutely. That does. Like, that's why I got such cold feet about this and why I'm glad I looked through your video. That's why I reached out to you.
Right.
If you don't have the common sense to realize how bad of a video that you're making, maybe you shouldn't be making content.
I mean, that's what Tipster said in the chat. Like, what do you call it? If he can't conduct himself in a proper way, sort of thing,
like
that reflects
I get it.
better
If
on
like,
him. You shouldn't be making this type of content.
Yeah, don't get me wrong. Okay, an optics check is needed every now and then, right?
Yeah.
But like, dude, there's optics check, and then there's, hey, so like this video where like I'm downplaying the actions of a person who sent porn to a 14-year-old. Yeah, Chud, does this look bad for me?
Some of these things should really
so
just be common sense.
Primarily, is why you reached out to me. Is that right?
Yeah, because like I think this might be my just stop situation. Like remember his clearing the air video with the Ellis Mark stuff, and
there's
never been more confident.
Right, stop yabbing. I've got another point to make here. You yourself in your video, you say that Cinny has engaged in behavior that Groomer's engaged in. Yes or no?
Yeah.
Okay. So, if Cinny is engaging in behavior that groomers are engaging in, is it not reasonable that people would look at that behavior and conclude that it's grooming?
No, it is.
Right. So you're saying it's reasonable for people to conclude it's grooming. Okay. So why are you so bothered about people calling it grooming when you yourself are saying Cinny is engaged in that behavior? That's absurd.
Okay, what I'm trying to say is I don't think it's grooming. I'm just saying if people come to the conclusion that it's grooming, that's fine. I should have made that clear in my video. I got to that part in your video. You were. Yeah, you know what? I gotta take the fucking L on that.
Hang on. You were vehemently calling people who called her a groomer dumb. Multiple times in that video, you were calling people dumb for even suggesting that she was a groomer. Now you're backpedaling and saying, well, no, so like, it wasn't, people can call her a groomer if they want. I was just saying, technically, that's not what she is. You spineless fuck. I'm genuinely annoyed.
Yeah. Yeah.
You waste of fucking space on YouTube. You fuckhead. I can only think of so many creative insults when I'm just confused and pissed off at something. Jesus.
It's fucking stupid. Like, honestly.
Do you think you have been critical enough of Cinny Bear's actions in your video?
Absolutely not. I will take the L on that 100%.
Okay. So, you accept that you weren't critical enough, and you accept that it's reasonable that other people say that it's grooming. The entire premise of your video is destroyed.
Well, the premise of my video is that, well, I think it's reasonable for people to think that Cinny groomed someone.
But you didn't say that really in the video, did you? You didn't make that clear.
Absolutely. No, I did not, and I will take the L on that.
Well, it's not taking the L. The complete concept of your video is undermined in 2 fucking concessions you've made.
Okay. I think you're misunderstanding what my point is.
Okay,
I should have
go ahead and make your point.
My point is I should have brought up, I can understand why people think this is grooming. That's what I'm taking the L on. What I'm not taking the L on is thinking that I don't believe this is grooming, because I don't think it was grooming, because, sure, it could have started off that way, but it never led to anything. And I'm like, there was no nudes exchanged, all this other stuff.
There was inappropriate artwork sent, which you seem to be completely fine with.
Yeah.
Do you think that grooming has to lead to a certain conclusion for it to be classified as grooming?
That's a good question.
That's a good question. That's a good question.
Ooh, Chud, That's a real good question. Let me just ponder on that for a moment.
Yeah, the basic questions that Chud Logic asks. Oh, that's a good question. That's a good question there, buddy. Tell me about the rabbit, Chud. Tell me about the rabbit.
And also,
George,
we don't need to argue the toss about whether or not it's grooming, right? Because creator to creator, what I'm saying to you as well, is why are you taking your channel that you've built and why are you attaching it so closely to someone who's done such egregious acts to issue any defense? You don't have to say it's grooming necessarily, but through the entire video, you make endless efforts to downplay Cinny Bear's actions. You talk about how, oh, they only sent softcore porn and oh, the porn was censored, right? You say that if people are sharing it publicly, well, they're basically doing the same thing that Cinny Bear is doing by sending that privately to a minor. The whole video is downplaying their actions. Please go on.
Can I respond to?
Yes, please do. Sure.
Okay. Thank you.
Oh my God! This is like I know you said it was a bit harsh, a bit harsh earlier when I said this off stream, but like this is his autism. Let me respond to one point at a time. Let me respond.
I don't think I called it harsh. I don't think I said harsh.
Well, don't get into your autism. No, you get my point. You get my point. Like this dude is just like he can't handle. He can't comprehend multiple things. It seems it's just I don't know. It's just irritating. It's very very irritating to
no
watch.
self-awareness.
No self-awareness. No thought process behind the one thing he can think of.
Thank you. So first with a whole document thing, like people sending it to, like they're saying what she put, the screenshots they showed in the doc was her sending porn, and then they linked that doc themselves. I'm like, if you think this is porn, you shouldn't be linking it. I don't link porn under my videos. I don't believe you do either. That's what I'm getting at. By the legal definition, this is not porn. Her character doing a sexy pose is not porn.
Do you think
it's appropriate to send to a minor?
A character tied up to a post in a bondage-like fashion, do you think that is porn?
Suggestive and softcore porn, yes. It's just, maybe it's because
it's porn then. I'm not saying it's hardcore. I'm not saying it's the most hardcore material going. But definitionally, it is porn. Cinny Bear sent porn at 20 years old to someone that's 14.
Yeah, maybe it's brain rot from anime I've watched. It's just, I see this stuff in anime all the time, so I thought, I saw this as a kid. Maybe I'm just being old-fashioned the way I'm thinking. Maybe I'm just...
That's not old-fashioned. Old-fashioned is kids shouldn't see anything until they're married.
I think you saw him. Actually, no, I don't know what he's talking about.
Well, the old-fashioned take is don't send porn to a 14-year-old when you're 20. No?
Yeah, but when I hear people say send porn, what I was thinking was, like, when I first heard about this drama, people were making it sound
See, that's how much of and that should let you know how much of a fucking degenerate he is. When he thinks porn, he thinks of like the most hardcore shit you can find. This is all one big fucking self-report from him, because he's just like, well, when I think porn, like, and then like he describes what he thinks is fucking porn. Like, dude, this is a big fucking self-report about how much of a fucking degen he is.
I think he might be saying, like, when he thinks of, like, when he hears of these stuff, like, and he hears the word porn being used, like, he's thinking that this kid's been sent some really heinous stuff, you know? Maybe that's what he's saying. But
I think he's just exposing how much of a fucking gooner he is.
Was sending like dick pics to this minor, and when I think it's just when I heard about this, the bar was just set so high, and I thought this is what people were mad about.
Okay, but something cannot be as bad as people is presenting it at and still be bad.
Oh yeah, it's bad. I agree with you there. I said in my video, I don't know why she did this.
Yeah, I don't know why she did this, and you're completely dismissing in your video, you know, the idea that it could be anything except them just being essentially a gooner. And I'm saying that there is behavior exhibited here that could be indicative of grooming. And even if you don't want to accept that, it's still completely unacceptable behavior, and it's indicative of an impulse control problem where they can't stop themselves from engaging in a sexual conversation with a minor.
Yeah, that is a big problem. I told her, like, don't
Chud
ever
is just
do
really someone I would not want to get on the bad side of.
No, not at all. Not at all. Like, come on, dude. Like, this is a lot of common sense too. Like,
he's like a fucking attorney right now.
This again.
Like,
but
Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
Okay. That it's happened so many times.
It's all very well what you said to them, but in your video, the entire premise and the way you're presenting it is to downplay and defend.
I know, it's just I thought there were so many offensive videos out there.
So he's just like, well, come on, guys, there's got to be at least one defense video for her.
That, why can't there be one video going in the, well, aside from Kumo, another video going in the opposite direction? Like, I was trying to add.
Do you think there should be a video defending Jeffrey Epstein against his crimes?
Jeffrey Epstein, the gay serial killer, right?
No, that's Jeffrey Dahmer.
This moron, man. How the fuck do you not know who Epstein is in the year of our Lord 2024?
How do you not know who Jeffrey Dahmer is?
Jeffrey Epstein is the billionaire financier who was on pretty serious charges, was a convicted pedophile, in fact, and had more charges brought forward.
No. I don't think Cindy is at that level.
Well, no, hang on a sec. Just to be clear.
Oh my god, he's entirely missing the point.
Mm.
I'm not saying that Cindy is at that level, but you said that you saw. But what you said was there's a bunch of videos that are like going very critical on Cindy Bear. So your response is to put out a video that's positive, and I'm saying that's a flaw in your logic, because even if people are going too hard, you should look at the evidence and come to the best, most reasonable conclusion, rather than work for the premise of, I'm going to put a video out that's more supportive of Cindy. You see that? Do you see what I mean?
I completely get it. That's why I did criticize her a little in my video, and I will completely...
I criticized her a little bit.
Oh, shit.
More like excusing every single action that she ever committed to the... against children.
Yeah.
Take the L. I should have done it much more. I should have been way more harder on her, and I will completely take the L on that.
Okay, right. Now, there's lots of detail to get to in the video itself, but I'm more interested in sticking to what I'm concerned with, because the second aspect of this is your interview with Cindy. How do you think that went?
Horrible. I should have been way more journalistic about it. I was very tired when it happened. Honestly, the only reason why I included it in my video is I thought the video was solid, and I pretty much just added it to pad out the video. I haven't seen your coverage of the call, but after watching it a few times last night, I could see, yeah, this was not smart of me how I conducted.
And he still thought this was okay to release.
Yeah.
Conducted this call.
I've got nothing more to say on that.
Unprofessional and friendly.
Yeah, I mean, what was your goal going into that?
Give me a second. I need to go. My goal.
He needs to think about this. He doesn't know what the fucking goal of his own goddamn video was. Dude, you...
I mean, I can tell you what the goal of this video was.
I mean, I can't do.
Yeah.
I guess it was just to get her side of things. I guess that was it.
But she had her own platform to defend herself on. You didn't need to do anything for her.
Yeah, why get involved? Like, why shoot yourself in the foot?
You didn't need to be her knight in shiny armor, dude. She's not going to have any sex with you.
There's shooting yourself in the foot with a shotgun, and then there's shooting yourself in the foot with a rocket launcher.
Right? I don't think he's going to get a rocket jump from that, you know?
Yeah.
Okay.
This ain't no Halo game.
And also to show, like, I was also going to reach out to Jack, but they never got back to me. I wanted to show that, like, Because I've received criticisms of, oh, Jar, you don't reach out to people before talking to them, and this was one of the first times I've done that, and I clearly didn't do it right.
Sure. I mean, you know, I don't know if this is maybe your first time doing this or what the case is there, but of course, if you're reaching out to someone to get their side of the story, it's important to ask pointed, specific questions in a way that puts things to them to try and get their side of the story. And it seemed to me like you just wanted to have a chat and have a laugh and talk about other drama and present yourself as this person who's done this before and everything's going to be okay. Don't worry, Cinny Bear, we're going to sort this out. It was almost like listening to a defense attorney talk to their client. You understand that's like a, you know, to me, a very big conflict of interest. If you're going to make a video about someone, it should be matter of fact, business, and to the point, right?
I know, it's just, I got convinced that after looking with what I had, that Cinny might have been in the right, or not in the right per se, but not a groomer, and a lot of this drama was overblown mainly because of the Pyro stuff. I mean, like, Pyro asked a 15-year-old to draw him as a thicker version of himself. He gets away with it, so I'm like, wait, how is that okay, but this isn't? And that's what I was, like, questioning myself on.
Okay, so without going too deep into the Pyro stuff, the basic premise there, and I've got, you know, a more critical aspect of Pyro than maybe other people do, but to fundamentally lay it out, Pyro benefited from two things. He had a big supportive audience, and also Turkey Tom made mistakes in how he approached the story, and he was heavily criticized. So what happened was people were able, because of like the big audience, to turn a lot of it into a joke because of the absurdity of it, and people were also able to focus on Turkey Tom's bad kind of mistake there. So I think Pyro could well have received more criticism had that not been the case. But I think there's dynamics there that don't apply here that affected how that turned out. And the other issue, I think, is you're going back to this Pyro story. Pyro has got plausible deniability that he had no idea of the age of the individual when the more sexual stuff was happening. Whereas with Cinny Bear knew the age from the start and asked again. So Cinny Bear does not have that excuse.
I've heard a lot of people bring that up, and when I look at Pyro's video, he said, I played this clip in my video, he later learned of Ivory's age, and then, and I quote here, shouldn't have continued the furry stuff with him after that. And I was like, what do you mean by the furry stuff? Because, like, we saw what the other furry stuff was, so, like, what else was said? And, like, I'm surprised I was the only person who was, like, thought that was a little sus.
Well, here's the thing. And this is the other point of difference that I feel you've really failed to see here, is, to my knowledge, Pyro nor the other party released the entirety of these DMs to review. And so Pyro is able to hide behind a level of uncertainty of what was and wasn't said. And I can't speak as to what was and wasn't said. I believe the person was 16 when he found out the age, and Pyro was 19. I think they continued to have a kind of furry-esque, somewhat sexual conversation. But for me,
I think Pyro was either 19 or 20, but yeah, I get what you mean.
So the point is,
but the thing is, like, 14 is way worse than 16 here.
There's these small differences, and when you get close to, like, the you know, the age of consent thing, you end up in situations where the slimmest of differences can make all the difference, you know. And a year one way or another can turn it from something that most people would see as acceptable to being totally unacceptable. And I know. And I think the problem is you're relying so much on this Pyro thing when there's differences within the story itself. And I'm very critical of Pyro. I've got a video where I've spoken about how I think it got off quite lightly. But, you know, fundamentally there are differences there. And the other problem is we can see all of Cinny Bear's logs. We can see every single message. Did you look at the messages between Cinny Bear and Eno in full?
Admittedly, no.
You lied. You lied in your video, and you said you did.
Yep.
You defended her. You defended her from those logs, and you admit that you did not read a single goddamn one. Listen, I get it. She sounded really pretty to you, that you love to hear her in your DMs and in VC. I get it, man. You love to have imagined being in a relationship with her. I get it. It sounded phenomenal for you.
Oh, by the way, did you know this guy's actually got a girlfriend?
Does he?
Apparently so. Like,
It's in your girlfriend?
No, a real life girlfriend. You know, she's a real girl. You know, she's a real girl.
Yeah, I bet she goes to a different school. Yeah.
I bet she's made out of wood though.
I know that makes me a very big hypocrite, because I was like, oh, people didn't look through this carefully, and I saw some people like looking through it, but like it was just like I looked through the first stock
I'm
pretty
about to
carefully,
see
but
Chud go off here. I can't wait to see it.
first stock just had so much nothing, just like, oh, her character is in a sexy pose. I'm like, okay.
So let me get this straight. You had access. You knew it was available because it was in the reply. City Bear had put the link to the full logs that was available to you. Before you made this video, hardcore defending Cine Bear, you didn't even go over the full logs in any way.
I was going to. I was planning to do that. I just didn't expect Kumo to leak my video. I was planning to do.
It was Kumo.
But like still, he made full segments of his video where he defends her from those logs.
Yeah. I also got that wrong with Queeman.
Okay.
I thought you said Queeman. It's actually Kumo.
But back to the point. But like, we both saw it. He made long sections of his video defending her from the logs, and showed like screenshots of the logs.
Oh shit! How could I have not seen that before?
Not today. Yesterday, I was planning to upload the video today, but before I upload my video, I spend one day like double checking everything, doing extra research, and then he uploaded my video, and then I was like, oh fuck, now I guess I have to do this.
Why? You could just say that's an early draft and there's new information that you're assessing. Why do you need to put it out quickly just because Kumo's got it out?
Honestly, I was panicking.
Right. Okay.
I don't know, Nerdy.
I've never.
Do YouTubers make a draft video before putting it out there? Like, I don't get that. Like, before they've done more research, do other YouTubers,
especially when your quote unquote draft video is an hour and 30 minutes long?
Yeah, but I just like, how do other YouTubers actually do this? Like, where they'll make like a draft video. Like, they'll half research things, make a half-baked video, call it a draft, and then go back and do more research. Like, do YouTubers do this? Because I've known no one to do this.
I mean, I know YouTubers who will they'll upload a video on a different channel, to see how monetization will go. Like, they'll see if the video gets fully greenlit before they upload it to their main channel.
Yeah, too bad I can't do that.
But that's something different. But yeah, the excuse of this, I think he fully intended on this being his full video, and that
I think it's clear from the smugness in his voice in the video that he thought he had it.
He thought he had the smoking gun that would destroy all of her haters.
Yeah, pretty much.
I've never experienced that before, where someone takes one of my videos, especially on a topic this serious, and uploads it without my consent. That has.
By the way, why did Okumo have access to your video?
Apparently, I think he edited this. I think he said
he's his editor.
I think so. I think he's one of his editors. Yeah, I think so.
Or he probably at least knows the editor, at the very least.
Well, maybe. Yeah, I don't know. I can't remember.
This never happened before, so I woke up, saw it, and then panicked to upload it as quickly as possible. Now, I'm going to be honest here. Even if he didn't upload that video, I might have still uploaded the video as it is. I might have gotten lazy and been like, I think I've done enough work already. I'll just make a follow-up later.
I think you're trying to piss on my boots and tell me it's raining. This is fucking nonsense. How on earth can you argue that you had a video signed, sealed, delivered, ready to upload, And you may have looked at information that may have changed the entire premise of the video later. That doesn't make any sense, does it, Mr. Robots?
No, I did I did the same thing. You can ask my editor about this. I did the same thing because I had my old Cine Bear video ready to go. And then I did a little bit more research. I was like, hang on, I need to change this. And I had it ready to go because I was afraid that when I reached out to Jack would have freaked out, and at least I had something to upload.
Okay, so as we're having this conversation now, you have not seen the full conversation and therefore cannot fully comment on the contents of the conversation. Am I understanding this correctly?
Yes.
Don't you see how bro, you have pinned your channel to the reputation of someone and you've not even reviewed all the evidence. What is wrong with you? What's wrong with your programming, Mr. Robots?
I was going to go through it. Trust me. I was like, I had this all.
Is he chuckling?
Nah, yeah, it sounds like he's got a big old fucking smile on his face right now. He wouldn't fucking gotta go check that.
Planned out. It's just, I didn't expect things to get this complicated. And, you know, I just, from what I've seen of the doc, like, she sung the song lyrics from I Like Big Butts and I Cannot Lie. I was like, why was this included? This is nothing. Like, I wanted to see, like, actual grooming, like nudes being exchanged, like, you know, something a little bit more serious than I Like Big Butts and I Cannot Lie.
Well,
maybe
do you know where you could have reviewed that? The full logs. It's all there for you to review. I don't get this. This is absurd.
Oh, I know. A lot of people told me they thought this was a solid video, and I didn't think I needed to make any changes to it or do any more research, and I really fucked this one up. This is... I suck. Like, I really fucked this one up.
Okay, listen. I'm not...
This is a humiliation ritual for him. He likes this, I bet.
I'm going to put you through the messages. They are very bad, and I'd recommend you review them. However,
all right,
Mr. Robots, I hold all the keys. I hold all the cards. And I have another thing to put to you. Now, before I do that, is there anything that you wish to admit to me before I do this?
I'm trying to think here. Didn't expect that.
He's trying to think. He's trying to think long and hard, British runner. Long and hard.
Yeah, long and hard.
About his situation.
I love he's like, I hold all the cards, you see.
Not you to ask that. Admit. Well, in past videos, I've said very sus stuff that people have taken the very wrong way, and I have been friends with people who've gotten exposed and, you know, cut them off.
Okay.
There's a lot I've done.
He's thinking about his past controversies. He's not thinking about the one right now.
Yeah. That's what I was thinking in the chat. I was
so
like,
funny.
wait. Is there something more to this? Like, has he done something else?
Oh, this is hilarious, man.
Done. And I just ask, what is it? What is it? And just ask what it is. Because, you know what? Maybe there is something, and I just want to rip the Band-Aid off.
Mr. Robots.
Yeah, that
your logs
right
with
there.
Cine Bear were leaked to me an hour ago.
That's a Mr.
Maybe I
President.
just want to rip the Band-Aid off. It's like, what are you talking about? The Band-Aid?
Dude, that's a fucking Mr. President.
That's kind of sus.
That's
kind of sus.
Dude, the fucking bombshell. The bombshell that Chud Logic just fucking drops on him. Yo, this is great, man.
Oh, okay.
And I've reviewed them on stream.
Oh.
And here's what I believe based on reviewing these logs. In the course of pursuing this story, you spoke to Cine Bear and you developed some sort of attraction or interest in them beyond the purely professional one. This has then led you to frame the video in a certain way. And this is the architect now of your pain. This connection that you've made, this non-disclosed connection, which is a complete conflict of interest and should never have happened. What say you?
I have no romantic interest. I'm very friendly with the way I talk.
I'm very friendly with the way I talk.
I just keep going, bro. It gets better.
I can show the logs I've had with other people, if they'll give me permission, but I'm very friendly. I have a girlfriend. I have no sexual interest in Cindy at all.
But you do, okay, actually, let's say that. Go on.
No, actually, I want to take... No. Okay. Maybe I do have sexual interest in Cindy. I mean, I'm a...
No. No. He's shooting himself in the foot here.
Bro, no. He didn't just shoot himself in the foot. He nuked himself in the foot.
Bro.
He stepped on a fucking landmine.
I have a girlfriend. I'm not... what part of the logs would you like to go over with me?
Okay. So thank you for being honest there. Okay, I appreciate that. Makes my job a lot easier. Now, the first point at which I had probably the most initial concern is I'd like to take you back to you on the 29th of September.
Hang on.
8:58 p.m. Time zone unclear, possibly UK time. And you say, I presume as some sort of joke, want to see my cock. In fact, I tell you what. And then you send a picture of a chicken, of a rooster, of some sort of...
That's my humor.
Okay. Do you think it's appropriate to joke about sending a picture of your penis to someone who you're interviewing who is accused of grooming an individual?
Absolutely not.
So why did you do it?
It's just my humor. It's just what I do.
You see, Batman, that's just my humor.
That's just my humor.
Like, dude, it's like, oh yeah, by the way, hey, yo, person I'm interviewing that might potentially be a pedophile. Yo, you want to see my dick?
Yeah.
I'm not the most mature fellow, and I've sent this same joke to so many other people.
Sure.
Okay. I mean, presumably you were not interviewing those individuals on the basis of allegations that they're grooming.
Yes, you're correct.
Okay. The second thing I'd like to bring your attention to is on the 7th of October at 12:28 a.m., I believe UK time. Okay? You requested a call, and in your words, I just need someone to chat with as I drift off to sleep. Can you explain that to me, please?
Yeah, I like to chat to people on my phone as I fall asleep. It's not a romantic thing at all. I've done it with guys, I've done it with girls. I just like to be on the phone with people as I fall asleep. I've done it with my roommate. He's not...
Well, Jar, listen to the sound of my voice. Right now, you're drifting into a slumber that's going to last forever.
Bro,
because your career is fucking dead.
Oh, wait, nerdy. When I snap my fingers, you'll forget you were ever gay.
I don't think that's going to work for Jar. I don't think that's going to work for him.
No, I was saying this to you.
Wow, how dare you? How dare you, good sir?
Have you seen that meme? Have you seen the meme? Like, the short.
I have seen the meme.
It's fucking beautiful. The gaslighting.
What? I'm not gay. Exactly.
Without discerning the exact nature of this, do you at least understand it is completely unacceptable and a conflict of interest to make a video about someone, to ostensibly interview them to get their side of it, and have this level of personal conversation with them as well?
Absolutely. I shouldn't have done that, and I feel bad about that.
I mean, this is an utter shambles, Mr. Robot, is it not? What the fuck is going on?
Yeah, he was perfectly willing to omit the DMs with her.
Going on here?
It is. I shouldn't talk about stuff like this.
How do you think I felt when I was reviewing this? You sent this to me because, as you say, right, you wanted my opinion on it, and I'm just seeing all this atrocity on the screen, and then I get these DMs, and it's even worse.
Yeah. Like, I did not expect you to get the DMs.
No, you didn't, did you?
No. I am a little shocked that those were leaked, but yeah, what I said was wrong, what I did was wrong, but I had no romantic interest in Cindy at all.
Wait,
Wait,
didn't he say that he had a little bit of romantic interest in her?
Yeah. He said he like had a sexual interest.
Yeah, he said he had a thing for her.
Yeah.
Now he's saying he doesn't.
Oh my god.
I'm very loyal to my girlfriend. I would never do anything.
This is not you're cheating on your girlfriend thing, dude. This is you're being sexual with a groomer that you're defending.
That's crazy.
That's the issue here, man. The issue isn't you potentially cheating on your girlfriend. The issue is that you're defending someone, saying that they're not a groomer, when they very clearly are, downplaying all their actions with a 14-year-old child, and then you're being sexual with them in DMs.
And not even researching the whole topic.
Do you not see that as a conflict of interest?
Yeah, that is the motivation for this awful video.
Like not like this, like cheating wise. And
listen, okay. Let me just give you this, okay? I will leave it for the audience to determine what they think about the nature of your interaction, okay? My concern is not about whether or not you're interested sexually, romantically, how loyal you are to your girlfriend. Chat, the gossipers, the tea enjoyers, they may be interested in that. I personally am concerned with the conflict of interest that it represents, and I think it is an utterly egregious breach of any sort of journalistic principle or standard, which is something I believe you yourself express concern about with people not reaching out to individuals.
Absolutely. I mostly... Oh, actually, now I remember, I talked to her a lot about the video and how I was nervous about how it would go down. Like, it did make me lose sleep at night thinking about the backlash I would get. Because I'm not very good with this kind of stuff, and I didn't...
Okay.
I just... Yeah?
You're concerned with backlash, okay? And I have looked at this on your request, and I've unspun this, and I've demonstrated the premise of your video is not only, to me now, broken, as you've conceded on two important points you were trying to make. The interview is absolute worthless, okay? And you have engaged in complete ethical breaches in pursuing the story. So you've done all of this, and now you're complaining about getting backlash. Well, you've done everything you possibly...
It's like pouring gasoline on yourself and then lighting a match and then being surprised that you caught on fire.
No. And I've got an idea for you. Pouring gasoline on yourself, then lighting a cigarette, and then crying that you're on fire.
Yeah,
that's fair.
Yeah.
It's the same, but like I'd say, like what do you call it? Lighting a match to have a cigarette. Like, why would you light a match? Like,
yeah.
We can to deserve it.
Well, like, I expected the backlash to happen. Like, I just didn't think it would be this bad. Like, allow me to explain my thought process here. 10 years ago, I tried to defend this person who was being homophobic, 14-year-old girl. I got backlash for it. I didn't help her anymore. Eventually, people came around. Same thing happened again with Peaches when I refused to help her, and I realized I should have done that, and I was thinking, I don't want to make the same mistake again, and I pushed through with this, not having the right mindset or the right tools at my disposal. I'm not...
No, it's not that you didn't have the right tools. All the tools, all the evidence was right there. It's that you were thinking with your dick. That's what it was. You saw a pretty girl, or well, I don't even know what she looks like. You saw a girl that was like, oh, she's sexual with people. She's overly sexual. Let me get in her DMs. That's what you were thinking.
Yeah. It's the Edwin shit again.
No, yeah, it's like...
It's just like Edwin with Olivia. Like,
oh, dude, it's so everyone was so disgusting with that. It's like, oh, you're a victim of like sexual abuse. Here, come here with me. Yes. By the way, like you start sexting with them.
yeah, I heard all about that shit.
Very good with this kind of thing, and I just felt like I needed to do this because I didn't want to not help someone like I've not helped so many people before. I didn't want to be a coward again.
Okay. Now here's the thing from one person that talks about this stuff to another person that sometimes does, okay? You should never offer defense on the basis of something you've done before. You should always just look at a situation and come to the best conclusion with all of the evidence and information. I feel like you have let your ego guide you. You felt like, I've defended people before and it's worked out for me, so I'm just going to do it again. And this is your most fundamental issue that you've made beyond the conflict of interest, I think, that I've demonstrated. You've got a massive ego, I think.
Yeah, probably. It's hard to tell from your own perspective if you have an ego or not. But I will try to keep...
I got an ego because we're running the best show in commentary right now.
Gotta check more.
Okay. Now there is one final issue with these messages that I must bring to you.
Okay.
Once again, the stench of piss rains on my boots, and you try to tell me it's merely water. You said earlier that you just wanted my feedback about your video. In the DMs, you say to Cinebear you're going to try and reach out to Chud Logic. Cinebear responds positively to that sentiment. And you then say, I think with his help, along with a recorded call on Jack, everything should go smoothly. What did you mean by that?
I thought I could get your help with looking over my video, giving me some advice, and also reacting to it, because from what I've seen from one of your older videos...
No. Everything should go... No. Everything should go smoothly. What do you mean by with my help, everything should go smoothly? What does that part mean?
That like we should be able to get like people to realize that she is not a groomer.
Right. So you were
trying to use Chud Logic as a tool so that he could protect his e-girl.
Yeah, I don't really understand this point. Like, why would he think this? Like, when, what do you call it? Like, not to be rude to Chud or anything like that, but doesn't, like, Robot Head get more views than Chud? Like,
if we're going based off videos, yes. Obviously, yeah. Chud holds, like 40K on YouTube, but, like, he gets 1,000 concurrent viewers. And I would say... I would say Chud's very influential when it comes to other creators' opinion on situations, because oftentimes people
He's very influential. He's a very influential guy, but like I'm just thinking from his perspective, sort of thing.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I'm just thinking like even if he's watched a couple of Chud's videos, like
to support your point. One, Just a Robot's a massive creator. Two, if Just a Robot's video was actually good and like actually like debunked the stuff against Sydney, then the video would just speak for itself.
Yeah.
We're trying to use my platform in order to spread your message under the auspices of, oh, I just want your feedback. That's extremely manipulative, and I'm amazed that you think I would fall for that. I'm astounded that you think you could pull a fast one on me like this.
Well, I did want your feedback. And
Who are you fucking kidding?
I did want your feedback. That's why I'm here. I sent you the video.
Yes,
and I was hoping...
But there was an unstated goal, which is to put the message out in front of a big audience, hoping I would sign off on it, and therefore it would help the story, and it would benefit Cinebear and you in the process.
Yeah.
You're a disgrace. You are a fucking disgrace to this platform.
I still wanted your feedback. If you wanted to tell me, no, I don't want to do this, I would have been like, okay, cool.
Yeah, I just don't really see Just a Robot, like having that plan. Essentially, I just don't see it. Like, it just doesn't really seem plausible. Like, because we've seen how big a YouTuber's kind of like go, he's got like 40k subs. Like, hey, he's not gonna help me.
I understand.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
We've seen them turn their nose up at smaller creators, so I just don't really see it.
I don't either.
But you maybe alluded to the idea that you wanted feedback, or told me that you wanted feedback, okay? But that was an unspoken goal, and you clearly had that in the back of your mind. And you were trying to use my platform to push your message forward and thought I'd give it a pass and thought it would benefit you.
Yeah, I did. I did. I absolutely thought you would help me out if... first, I was hoping we would be able to... Hang on, let me just calm down real quick.
Please.
Oh, is this all anxiety inducing for you? You poor baby. Poor baby. Whatever you gonna fucking do?
Oh, God.
What are we gonna do? Little Timmy is falling down the well.
Please do, by all means. I understand this is difficult for you.
It is, but, you know, I need to at least, I need to own up to my mistakes. So I'm just gonna own up here. I really was hoping you could help me out with this, and we could talk about,
Take your time.
I was hoping you would help me out with this, because I thought you were more skeptical on this, and I thought when one YouTuber talks about something, it doesn't usually go over well, but when two do...
Yeah, I thought you would be skeptical about the adult sending inappropriate images to a 14-year-old.
So that kind of puts like an extra piece, gives it as an extra piece of the puzzle. Like, you thought Chud was like skeptical of the claims, rather than, you know, like seeing for what they were, essentially, like seeing the evidence for what it was. You know, like that kind of makes more sense as to why he would like approach Chud logic for all of that stuff.
Well, he probably
makes more sense.
He's probably seen Chud's coverage of like the Super Mega situation, right? Where he was very skeptical of the accuser. And so robots, because if we go by just a robot's logic, right? Because just a robot, his logic is because he's gone against people who have accused stuff before, he has to do it in this situation, right? So what he's thinking is that because Chud's been skeptical before, that Chud has to be skeptical of this, when in reality it's a case-by-case thing.
Yeah. That's like, I've had that like sort of thing. I get that.
Better. And I always hear your name being brought up almost everywhere. Like I think even the Noah Samson drama, like apparently he accused you a bunch of stuff, and I was like, this guy just seems to be brought up everywhere. And I don't know you personally. We've never spoken until this day. I've only seen your one video on me. And I was hoping to get help from you. I absolutely was. But I also wanted your feedback.
Sure. So, I mean, what happened with me gave me a lot of perspective on what it's like to be accused of something that is unreasonable, unfair, excessive, overstated, slanderous, lies, whatever you want to call it, okay? But what it also gave me over time is a sense of, well, just because you were falsely accused of something excessive doesn't mean that everyone is going to be falsely accused of something. And so what it taught me is to be more discerning, scrutinize the information, scrutinize the evidence, and come to the best possible conclusion on the information in front of me. Because some people do bad things. It didn't give me a bull in the china shop, I need to defend everyone that's accused. Because sometimes people are accused of things and they've done something wrong and they need to be criticized for that. And so I think you've misunderstood what my vision with this stuff is. It's not just defend. It's give everyone a fair shake, give everyone a fair shot. And I did give Cinebear a fair shot. I looked at all the available information, including the DMs, and I concluded that the behavior was totally and utterly unacceptable, even if you want to try and argue about whether or not it's grooming. You know, and I think you've made this mistake in thinking that I just defend, and I don't just defend. It depends on the context of the situation.
Yeah,
You know,
you're right
even,
on that one.
Even with the
Yeah.
antagonistic conversation we're having
Let's
now,
go.
if someone came out with
Nerdy John prediction true.
allegations against you,
Or you've
that
seen the
felt
stream already.
I have not actually.
I would
Okay,
also
well,
defend you.
Anyway,
along those lines.
I'm gonna have
But
to go
obviously, if it
because
came out with
it's
hardline
like
proof
3
that
in the
you've done
morning for
something
me.
completely
Oh yeah,
unacceptable,
fair enough, man.
I would
Take
have to
care.
condemn
Thank you for
accordingly.
joining us on the
So,
stream.
It's about looking at things and looking
Yeah,
at
but
the
I'm
evidence.
just gonna end
Whereas I
it
feel
with
you're thinking, how can
one
I
thing.
defend
Yes.
Like, this is the thing with Chad that I really like is that, you know, like, he can come in at you like a ton of bricks, essentially. He can just bury you under a ton of bricks. Or like what do you call it? Or he could be like really fair and very like calm, collective.
He does good cop, bad cop very well.
Yeah. Like, he is a very fair guy sort of thing. So, you know. I mean, I had the similar sort of thing with my going over the Minecraft allegations and all that stuff. Like Chad was pretty critical of me in my coverage of it. But like when I was kind of worried, like I might just delete the video. Like, you know, it very sort of. I mean, my video was nowhere near as bad as his. Like, let's just be fair about that. Okay?
I was just about to say, I don't think your video was that bad.
Oh no, it wasn't that bad. It was just cringy. Like, I had a few bad ideas what I thought would be entertaining, and it was just like,
Yeah, I mean,
yeah,
you know, it's gonna happen when you're a content creator. Not everything's gonna
like,
hit the mark, you know.
But like, you know, like Chad was critical of some things. When I was like going, I might delete the video because like I heard myself back and I was like really overzealous in my commentary.
Mm-hmm.
So that made me feel really bad. Made me feel really sick to my stomach. And you know, like I kind of was like, you know, I might just delete the video. And Chad was like, whoa, you don't need to do that. Like, bro, like it was a good video. Like, you know, like he was very nice to me and all that stuff. So, you know, he could have taught me a new one and made me out of content, you know?
Yeah.
That's what I'm trying to say is like he's a very nice guy.
Very,
you know?
very, very nice guy. That being said though, I am happy how much he's tearing into him here. British Runner, you have a good rest of your night.
I mean, it's warranted though, isn't it? In this case,
very much warranted.
Because it's a very dumb take. But thank you very much for having me on, and I'll see you whenever I see you, man.
Yeah, take care.
This person,
Peace
and
out.
I think that's largely influenced by your personal connection with them. You know.
Yeah, I think it was like I think I was influenced. I wish I reached out to Jack first because I really wanted to get their side of the story. I just didn't think my video would get leaked and this whole thing would get so complicated. I should have done more research, and I do apologize to you if you thought my intentions were... No. I absolutely apologize to you for what I said about you. I should not have said that. I should have said, I will speak to him and see if I can get his help. I should have said that first. I completely apologize for that, and I take the L on that.
See, this is where it gets difficult because you're conceding on everything, and I feel, you know, you start to as a human being, I start to feel bad. But you know, you've behaved very egregiously, and I don't want to hammer the point home. But like, what is to be done about this situation?
All I can do right now is unlist the video. Let me do that now, or you know, private the video.
But yeah, that's what I wanted to see from that. Final thoughts on this. Holy crap, man. Jar, you've ruined your career. I'll be honest, I don't see him coming back from this. Absolutely awful. Jar, you screwed up big time. I hope she was worth it, man. I hope she was worth ruining your credibility, ruining your online career, because you're never going to get that stuff back. At least not for a long time. Guys, I want to thank all the channel members for everything you do. Seriously, streams like this would not be possible without you. This is Nerdy John, signing out. Take